So, you gentlemen have all got various projects going on at the moment. I'm just going to start at the top and work my way down, and you lot can tell me what you want to do. Okay. These people call me now. So, I'm going to give you this quickly, and I'm just quickly going to call them, and I'll be back in 5 minutes. So, Dave's names, Prophet that's been banished, Gates of Blood, Elves, Feywild, Narak Late for Brienne, Bungo Cage Backflips for Cleef, Giant Dragon that strafed the town in the at night,
Which we think is
Azure Edge for Asgore, Gralden's monasteries that he wants to build, and Liddy, I believe, wanted paper for his printing press. So I'll leave that up to you lot to discuss what the hell you all want to do today. Oh, and the town has a food shortage as well. Also, with all the new mouths that have been catfished into coming to live here. So I would like you, gentlemen, to quickly discuss that. I'll be back in... Probably won't even be 5 minutes, because like I'm going to tell these people to fuck off. They can call me tomorrow. So I'll be back in a second.
cool.
Letty, can't you just touch a log and turn it into a billion sheets of paper?
I don't think so. Also, no, Fabricate only works to make one item or one
real big sheet of
conceptual
paper that you can cut up.
No, but it requires it specifically says like it doesn't require specialist tools. Like if you're trying to make something intricate, like say a sword, I need to be capable of actually making a sword. So I don't know.
Don't let the DM hear you say that. He might not let you make ballista again.
Oh, I know how to make a ballista. Ballistas aren't intricate. What are you talking about? The big trunks and stuff.
A ballista's not intricate, but a piece of paper is.
Oh no, a piece of paper is not intricate. The process of turning it into one is a bit intricate. It requires all kinds of chemical processes. I don't remember how to turn it into paper again. You have to pulp the wood and turn it into cellulose, and then you have to do some other stuff to it.
Slice it really, really thinly.
Lots of acid and all the other fun stuff.
I mean, theoretically that works, but again, that would only be a singular item. Fabricate only works on singular items / concepts. So I can't just make a stack of stuff. It would be one item.
Well, speaking of ballista, you ought to put some ballistas on top of the, built into the wall.
I mean, I'm currently repairing this bit of the wall, but yes, I can put a couple on top.
Ballista might be better on the ground. On the walls, don't you think a trebuchet would be better? With that kind of elevation?
A trebuchet, the thing you can't aim.
You don't have to aim if the army's big enough or the target's big enough.
I suppose.
Come back with a bigger army.
Pretty much in a nutshell, yeah.
Also, what would they do inside of the walls?
No, on the wall, on the top.
No, I mean the ballistas. And not, what the ballistas, you were saying something about going inside the walls? What would they do there?
They would look pretty and remind people of the terrible strength that can be wielded against them should they decide to go against the wishes of the town? Maybe?
That's for the people who try to retreat off the wall.
Ah.
You could put because a trebuchet launches in a huge arc. You could put a trebuchet in here, and ballistas on the wall and fire down.
Yeah, the height would kind of be better on top of the wall.
Do we think we should be trying to sort out this food shortage?
Probably.
And if we feed the people dragon, because that would let us tick off 2 of our problems at the same time.
Just feed people the elderly.
Well,
I don't know if that might get a bit much.
Yeah, that would be pretty hard. That would be a hard sell.
Dragon is quite nutritious of it.
But it's a It's a big dragon, ain't it?
It's a very
Yeah.
big dragon.
Some might even call it huge.
Some might even go so far as to say it is gargantuan.
Others might even say gargantuan plus.
And it will have lots of blood.
Wonder how big dragon eggs are. If we can tame it like a chicken. Knock out eggs every couple days.
I'd
It
probably
would be
actually.
common scrambled eggs across the whole of Barovia.
I mean, if I were to make the ballistas, I'd probably give them wheels, so we can later more easily upgrade the cannons. Because you know I'm gonna make those.
You could put like a rail all around the walls, so you could just slide them.
Yeah,
Whichever
give
side.
them a mobile arc, so you could theoretically
What we
pull together.
what we
a
attack
bulk
on Titan now?
So
Okay.
Food-wise, like a lot of the area around's been like cleared from trees, so maybe we should get someone to stop farming.
Didn't we buy a bunch of seed from when the doors
Yeah,
first
we
came?
did.
Yep.
Seed and livestock.
You bought a lot of seed, not so much of the livestock. Few creatures, few animals, but not a lot.
Yeah, okay, so we should probably set up a farm, but we'll probably need food now as well, so should buy some, I guess.
Also, I know our hunters like go for deer and stuff. Are there larger animals that are too dangerous for them to hunt? Like,
You mean like
I don't know.
Triceratops?
Yeah, there's
The
dinosaurs in the
Stegosaurus.
area.
Mm-hmm.
But should we go hunt those to help with the food shortage?
Probably not the stegos, because that might piss Lunk off.
Maybe we should ask the druids, are there like any aggressive predators that we should deal with that also will help us deal with the food shortage?
I would think one dinosaur would feed the whole town for about a week.
And maybe the druids could also help accelerate the growth of any seeds that we plant. That would also
Yeah.
help with the food shortage.
How much has our population increased, Griffey?
Your population currently encompasses 13 dwarves, about half a dozen goblins on a rotational basis, with Draenog being a permanent inhabitant of the town. Approximately 41 more people that have been catfished in by Hippo. And then, out of game, the king's people that you asked that lost their homes and migrated are also still on the way.
How many people were here to begin with?
Less than 100.
So we're
So you got
100.
right now. There's about 150 people.
Yeah, you've increased almost 60% more people than there were, 60-70% more people than there were initially. Hence why food has suddenly become a bit of an issue, as they didn't really have any long-term, large-scale sustainable farming and things set up.
Have any of the new inhabitants joined the guard?
No, actually. Most of them have just been looking very funny at Dave and Dave strength training and drilling the inhabitants on the town. You know, kind of like, look at these bunch of backcountry bumpkins.
Until they saw the strength training.
Well, now that Razgor's back, I imagine there's going to be some changes.
I brought that stone hammer back for a reason.
But yeah, so that's definitely a thing. Okay, so while I stepped away for a moment, what did you guys decide was your plan of action?
We're going to speak to the goblin druid to find out how he can help us accelerate seed growth so that we can start livestock, take it so we can at least get some farming supplies in, and also find out what predator animals are in the vicinity that we could potentially hunt that would help provide a supply of meat for the village.
Like big dino style things that our hunters haven't fought yet.
Just not
Hunted.
stegosaurs, because we don't want Lunk to be upset by Greenie getting hurt.
Okay, let me quickly have a look here. See, you're looking specifically for like meat eaters.
Well, anything that the druids would agree is perceived as a threat, and that could be hunted and would provide for the village.
Any big meat animals that our hunters have been avoiding because they would kill the hunters.
Yeah.
That our hunters aren't equipped to take down, really. Like a gargantuan plus dragon.
I mean, if you guys want to go looking for a dragon, down with that. I thought it was Cleef.
Well, that's true. That's true. Hang on.
I also had a question. Do dragons lay eggs like chickens?
Do dragons lay eggs?
Yeah, like a chicken doesn't have to be fertilized to lay eggs. They just do it every couple days.
We want to have a dragon coop.
Yes.
Tastiest omelet in the world.
What?
I am Googling. So no longer have my copy of the Liber Draconica. It seems they didn't used to, but looks like in the newer editions they do. But not like chickens. You gotta be fertilized to lay some eggs.
Thief, get to work.
Cleef, go find yourself a lady dragon and.
Sorry, I just want to run this by me. You guys want to get Cleef to get a lady dragon pregnant so you can eat Cleef's offspring?
Yes.
Does Cleve seem like the kind of person who's worried about his own children?
This action does not have my consent.
Little bit.
No, I think we need to maybe organize some proper farming here, guys, and then also maybe hunt something big and delicious.
Yeah. We should definitely go talk to the
Something where we can just start getting a supply of meat in, and figure out a way to hunt these animals that the normal hunters would be able to bring them down as well, so that we don't always have to be here for the town to rely on a steady supply of meat. And also look at ways to preserve whatever stuff comes in, so that food supplies, be it meat, be it wheat, barley, hops, whatever, that there's ways to preserve it so that it will last and see the village through winter season.
So you probably want to build some kind of stone granary or storehouse of some kind.
Yeah.
maybe a root cellar as well.
It's up
Good
to you
idea.
guys.
I would say get the wall finished before we build the silo. So
Don't
you
tell
don't
me.
need to
Don't
feed dead
charge.
people.
I mean, setting up a simple root cellar or root cellars shouldn't be too hard. Just dig a hole and have some stone walls. If only we had the dig hole man here.
If only.
Well, don't
We
tell me.
only needed him for his
started.
dig.
I guess the first thing we're doing is going to the druid.
Yeah.
'Cause he would probably also have info on where to find big, meaty food creatures.
Okay. So, morning dawns bright and clear. Cleef is possibly a dragon. Who knows? He has a horde. It's inside the sump in the wells.
Cleve has been moving all of his possessions down into the well.
Oh, and I was gonna try to attune to Zer's Edge.
Who do you want to do first? Do you want to do Azure Edge first, or do you guys want to go visit?
Yeah, let's do Azure's
Let's
Edge
do
first.
Azure Edge first.
Okay, so you're all sleeping in the new areas that have been wonderfully cleared out for you. Much nicer than before, but still nothing too crazy as far as accommodation goes. Where you see Rasgor sitting on the floor on what passes for a bed, which is really just a couple of couple of planks with some hay strewn over it, blankies, and very, very lumpy, misshapen pillow. Sitting on this structure, legs
Squeak
crossed.
pillow.
Squig is the pillow. Legs crossed, and the blade that he had claimed after the battle laid lengthwise across his legs, eyes half closed, and almost seems as if he is communing with this weapon. And who all dorms with Razgor? Do you all just kind of like hook up in the same
Yeah.
building? I
Pretty
know
much.
that Shrimp tends to hit the library when you guys to bed for the evening.
Usually wherever I'm normally doing stuff, that's why I usually just stand guard, being all robot.
I would have gone and slept wherever I'm setting up my monastery. Because
So I'll probably be in the workshop place with the printing press. It's like trying to figure out how I make paper.
How to make paper? Okay.
Can I have? This is where I will set up my little monastery shrine place.
So more of like a little shrine. You know, that's like 5 feet there. Not
Well,
even.
I'm just using it as an indicator. It hasn't been built yet, so it's fine.
Okay.
Well, it's not
I'm gonna
finished,
build it
but
I would
yes, I want to
sleep-
build it by the gate.
Makes sense. Kung Fu monks to help defend.
Unless it was like super inclement weather, I would sleep somewhere by the opening in the wall. So if we got attacked again, I was there to
Okay.
fuck shit up.
Okay. So, Razgor, you take up your sleeping spot as from before, where you were ambushed initially on your very first evening in Homeal. The rest of you lot see Razgor sitting there with his axe across his lap, focusing. And as morning dawns bright and clear, Shrimp, hear a voice coming from outside your workshop. A female voice, oddly accented, that seems to be in the process of making Razgor's life difficult. Razgor, the first thing that happens is, as you finish attuning to this weapon, it sticks to your lap. So as you're like sitting on the ground with this thing across your lap, it's stuck. And it starts becoming heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier until eventually it weighs about 400 pounds. And you just have this
Oh my.
axe like keeping you pinned to the ground. If it was a more dainty specimen of Orkhood, they would be in serious trouble of getting their legs crushed right now. And you just hear, "Let me go. Put me down. Step away, creep."
Oh my. Is this sort of like a loud voice that all of us can
Oh yeah,
hear?
it's
Or
like
is it...
it's a normal voice.
Okay. I'm assuming
So-
this is so we are up and about, or are we still all sleeping in our rooms?
Yeah, it's morning. You know, like everything
Okay,
is.
so we're coming along outside and
So, Razgor, what do you do?
who said that? Razgor, who said that?
Razgor, you're also muted if you are saying anything.
So that makes things interesting. Azure Edge stole my voice. No, as you come around, I hollered, "We're under attack! Get everybody together!"
Is that what-
Razgor thinks that like somebody's casting a spell on him, and it's
Okay.
talking to him. He's not putting two and two together that the axe is talking to him.
So you guys hear Razgor shout, "We're under attack!" What do the rest of you guys
What?
do?
I immediately sprint to the window where Razgor is now. Or outside, because there's definitely a window there now.
I've
Mhm.
got my crossbow drawn and come running out to cover the entrance, slowing as I get to Razgor.
You guys see some peasants, confused.
I'll
looking
walk
around.
out and just look out. I can't see anything out the gate.
Yeah, Cleese
Yeah,
is,
you see. You see a bunch of people that are like heading out for their day's work and just kind of like looking around like, oh my god, we're under attack. What's going on?
Khalifa's
Oh,
just
we're gonna
casually
die!
climbing out of the well and then walking towards the inn for breakfast.
As far as you can tell, no attacks.
Razgor, what are you on about?
There's a caster somewhere, and I'm gonna try to just brute force stand up.
Sure. You can't. The axe is literally doesn't move an inch. No matter how much you strain against it, no matter how much you try and pick it up, no matter how much you try and shift it, push it off you, doesn't move. It's as if it's embedded in the very fabric of reality in that particular point. You guys see Razgor struggling, like pushing, pulling, heaving, trying to slide out from under this axe blade that appears to be pinning him in place.
Well, that definitely looks like magic. Actually, can I tell what it is? What seems to be the issue here? Since he's starting to get up, but he isn't.
Yeah, you can tell. Like the axe is pinning him, like not letting him get up.
Okay. Can I tell why that would be happening?
Make an Arcana check. Razgor, what are you doing?
Very much. 26.
You think, or you know, I say, you've heard of something similar to this before in the older archives. There is a mention of a magic item that a alchemist once brewed, referred to as sovereign glue, which was a milky white or amber substance that could stick one thing to another. Like, once they were bonded, it was permanent, it was breakable, it was basically the ultimate adhesive. But you don't see any milky white or amber substances smeared on Razgor, as far as you can tell.
Did you, Razgor, by any chance get some glue on you that may have dried up by now and is now invisible?
Oh, somebody's doing this. They talked.
Well, I
They
heard somebody
communicated
yelling.
with me.
Mm.
Show yourself, witch.
I'm not a witch. Put me down, Greenskin.
Who's
Who
that?
said that?
Is the sound coming from, like, directionally from the axe?
It's just in the general vicinity around the axe, but yes, it does appear to be coming from that location, roughly.
Ooh, maybe there's some invisible casts around here. I wonder why they'd be doing that, though. That seems really odd.
I'm gonna use one of my divine senses just to see if anything glows or pops up. Like looking all around, trying to figure out where this is coming from.
Okay. Glance around. It's like fiends, undead, and what was the other thing?
Celestial, fiend, and undead.
Yeah, it is neither of any of those.
Hello, invisible caster person. My name is Shrimp. Who are you called?
Shrimp. And Shrimp, where, pray tell, am I?
You are in Honiel on. I don't care what the hell is the world called. Is this Earth?
Belarus is the name.
Oh,
of the
Belarus
Earth
It's the
we were on.
Providence.
Yeah.
I wonder if any of you actually know what the world is called.
You've never mentioned
That's
it.
the
No.
question.
Nobody ever asked.
Do any of us know?
Make an intelligence check across the board for all of you, since you're all a bunch of company bumpkins for the most part. Have any of you in your lives actually thunk deep enough to realize what the world you're standing on is called?
9.
10.
10?
Is this raw intelligence or is this something else?
Raw intelligence.
10.
Okay.
This is more of a, have you ever in your life up to this point considered, the world outside of the province that you live in, the town that you live in, and its problems?
Do I know the concept of a planet?
Oh yes, you're all familiar with the concept of planet.
Can
I
I
just know one day
substitute
it will be
intelligence
called
for
mine.
charisma?
We are on the
Those of you roll the 10 or higher.
Thank God.
The planet you're on, called Earth Bet,
Earth Bet.
as in Earth, and then Bravo Bravo Echo Tango, where the Alpha popped out suddenly.
We are on Earth Bet. How do we address you? Spirit? Being?
Like
I
that.
think it's just an invisible caster. I don't know how they got together.
I don't know.
I'm a.
And where are you in relation to
Wait.
Faerun?
The what now?
Where?
Was there an inn back in Buranovici called that? I think there might have been.
I'm gonna roll a. What would that be to figure out this is coming from the axe? Would it be perception or wisdom?
It would probably be perception. Or would it be wisdom? Perception's fine.
That's a 17.
Yeah, even Razgar, even to your like slow animal mind, it is starting to percolate that's you think it's the axe that's talking to you.
Kind of kneel down and go.
You're already like sitting like cross-legged with this thing just like pinning you to the ground.
Are you in the axe?
It would be more accurate to say that I am the axe.
Oh, it's an axe person. Oh, that would go with my invisible caster theory.
Shrimp.
Would this be something
What?
that we've heard of? This like a sentient weapon?
Make a history check. See if there's any legends that you.
I am an
Let's see what
archaeologist,
profession I am today to see if that will help me.
You're a sentient weapon maker.
Oof. I say, oof. 10.
I'm a cheesemaker.
History.
I'm a cheesemaker.
Are you made of cheese?
18.
18.
Can I do an insight check on him? I'm not very smart, but I'm good at reading people.
Mm-hmm. Who do you want to insight check?
How are you
Big
going
axe.
to read an inanimate lump of metal?
Well, the way he stands
Carefully.
and the cut in his voice.
Exactly.
19.
Yeah, seems to be telling the truth as far as you can tell.
Guys, I think he's really the axe.
Oh my.
Is that
Liddy.
axe good at cutting cheese?
Yet looks capable of cutting through the mightiest of cheeses. Liddy, there are some dim legends of horrific god-killing weapons that had minds of their own and chose their own wielders.
Oh, yeah.
Whether this is such a weapon or not, you don't know.
Oh, well, there's legends of such things as sentient weapons. They were usually, like, super powerful and, were temperamental about choosing their masters.
Wait, isn't that one of you?
Or holders. Whatever term you use.
Are you one of them?
Me.
That's rude.
Inanimate object made sentient, kills lots of things.
Huh? Well, I technically never thought about that, but you might be correct, yes. I mean, I'm not a sword, but
I'll
axe,
say to
sword, weapon.
Axe.
I'll say to the axe. I am Razgor. What is your name?
I am known as Azure Edge, and I must return to my city to defend it. You will take me to Waterdeep.
So, well, Azure
Where
Edge,
is Water Deep?
I can't set you down if I can't move you. You kind of have.
Oh, you'll be
stuck
able to move me as soon as you agree to let me take me there.
As soon as you accept the small geese.
I think there was definitely an inn in Baranovici called Waterdeep.
And I think those deep waters are deep muds.
I know, they all
Waterdeep.
blur into one for me now.
Say,
The City of Splendors, the Crown of the North. Surely you've heard of it.
We are
Sadly,
in
we have
Hamiel.
not.
Where is it from here?
Where is this Homiel? Is it in the Western Heartlands? The Sword Coast, the Dagger Ford,
It is on the world of
Kalamshan,
Earth
Om.
8.
I've never heard of any of those locations. I think you may not be on the right plane of existence.
Oh god, banish it.
Sure, I could. Do you mind, Razgor?
Yes, I mind.
Yeah, you're not alone, because scary man.
Okay, I'll ask Azure Edge. Do you know of a way we could return you to your world?
I not quite. I believe you that I'm not of my world. How could I have possibly ended up here?
Question.
Magic, I imagine, although it would be a magic that none of us would be able to perform.
I'll ask, how old are you, Azure Edge?
I don't know.
The DM has to do some math hammering here quickly.
Oh no, I'm just like X
It's-
wouldn't know. Doesn't have a concept of.
Can Cleve channel all of his backflip power and attempt to backflip a portal into existence to Waterdeep?
I mean, you can certainly try.
I would like to try.
You may try to do so.
$19.
You guys see Cleve stand up, dust off his hands, walk around, pick up a bit of different dust, rub it in his hands. It's like he's trying to get a good grip on the fabric of reality before he rends it with his mighty thews of his jump. Then do a fairly like Cleve standard backflip, and nothing happened.
Damn it, one day that'll work.
Say, was it possible that Waterdeep no longer exists?
You get the sense
This
that the axe is thinking.
This
I think
land has
I've-
been torn to shit in the past.
No. I'm sure I would know had it no longer existed. It still exists, it must exist, and you must take me there.
Well, then
I don't know where it is, so until we figure it out,
Well,
I suggest
How-
you start looking.
Razgor, do you, given that we're looking, or you are looking for, as you put it, the poncy, pointy-eared gits, do you think the elves might have knowledge of this? Maybe
elves
we
don't
could.
know shit about shit.
Well, they do live in the Feywild. Maybe if there's a way to hear from the Feywild, maybe there's a way from the Feywild to this deep water. Water deep, you called the place?
Water deep.
See, okay,
It's an
I'll tell you
idea.
me and my friends here, we're very capable. Some of them are very smart. Some of them.
And you are evil.
That's rude.
No, I agree with
That's
it.
accurate.
Yeah, I can't. This is
It's-
smart axe.
It's got you pegged there.
What makes you think I'm evil?
I can sense it, like a rancid stink rising from your body.
Oh, I haven't had a shower in a few days.
We can also confirm that.
I am but trying to unite this world. What's evil about that?
Make a deception check.
It's not a lie.
It's not also not entirely the truth. You're trying to do it for a very specific reason.
18.
18, you say? Let's see, what is my such? Oh my god, that is dumb. I sense that it isn't the entirety of what you're trying to do. There are selfish reasons.
It won't be easy. I'm sure it won't. Parts of it will be messy. But in the end, all will be united for a common cause.
And what would this cause be?
To elevate this, what I call this a province, this, I'd probably just call it this land,
Region.
to elevate this land into a time of prosperity,
So that
to
you
be to be enduring.
What would it have to endure if it was elevated to prosperity?
Time destroys all things.
I am eternal.
But you are lost.
Yet I am not destroyed by time. And if I were to leave you here, suspended under my weight, time would destroy you. So I think it's
got you there.
ways to my
Very well. But as I was saying, me and my group here, very capable, and well traveled, and none of us has heard of this place. I propose that you aid us in our journey to unite this world, and in doing so, we will also aid in you finding your home, which we are planning on traveling a great deal here soon. And I'm sure we'll come across somebody who can help.
You wish you to lend my aid to you. In return for maybes. I sense no great power from any of you.
I mean, now we're just making hurtful remarks. Let's be constructive here, guys.
And did you see the backflip I did?
I'm entirely unimpressed. I've seen better.
You want to catch his hands, Axe?
I say, Brienne, show me your crystals, or bring me your crystals.
I'll take out the crystals and pull them out. And as I do so, I tell Razgor, be very careful not to put them together. And hand them over sort of one at a time.
Put them both in your mouth.
Chomp, 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 chomp.
Also, don't touch other people with them.
Which ones are you handing to Asgore? Colors.
I'm handing over not my crystal. My crystal does all kinds of fucked up shit. But I'm going to hand over the red crystal for starters, which we know causes mutation and shape changing. And this time we know how to get rid of it.
I say, what do you sense from these, Axe?
I don't see why I should answer your questions.
You don't answer. But if you are as insightful as you claim, you'll see that these are great evil.
Try and make a diplomacy check for me.
Rasgor's actually kind of good.
See?
Not when he rolls a 6. 13.
It's enough.
So we've also seen these create portals.
Have we?
Razgul is referring to when those little robot dudes made a. He thinks that these are what made the portal to wherever. It's all crazy magic to him. And we're about to go on a long journey to find and dispose or destroy these things. Maybe that's
no
your answer
evil
getting
from
home.
them.
I go, really?
Why are you disputing what I'm saying when you asked what I?
Because we've seen them blow people up and transform people into monsters and.
Would you call time evil? You by yourself have said time destroys all things. Do you consider that a force of evil?
What we do know is that these stones, or from what we've been able to find, we suspect they are aspects of a god. that
Oh, indeed.
by prophecy of in our world, there is a prophecy of impending doom and also the return of a god and the return of magic to our world, and that is what we are trying to achieve.
A favor for a favor. I aid you on a singular quest. You aid me. Singular quest.
That seems fair.
And then we renegotiate.
That indeed seems a fair trade.
Take me to your portal makers or map makers that can find out where we need to go.
You don't have any.
Well, Shrimp and we have experience in cartography, in making maps, and we know the world here, or our world. We could at least perhaps provide you with some information there, if that would be of help.
I don't want information. I want you to locate a person that can send me home. I do not care for your world.
And if we provide you with a map, would you be able to use it to find such a person?
Unless you're a wizard that is going to scribe an enchanted map that will locate this individual, I don't see how what you are promising is in your power.
The best we could then offer would be to try and find the elves of our world.
So I'll tell you what, Axe. You may claim that we are not very powerful, but on this world, us five are some of the most powerful people you'll come across. So your
And yet
best
I
bet,
see you squatting in the dirt like a common beggar from the lowest water deep.
well, you're heavy.
You were here, sleeping outdoors, despite there being a perfectly serviceable hovel right behind you.
What's wrong with sleeping under the stars?
You're an animal.
Just got you there.
And you are outcast from your home,
I am
and
not.
you
outcast.
need
I
us
am
more than
simply
we need
lost.
you.
I would say that you need my assistance a great deal more. Or else you, Mr. Powerful Person, will not be going anywhere.
I'm gonna ask the axe, is there any way that you would be willing to allow us to or all of us to attune with you, that is, seeing as you lay claim to being able to know us, that would allow that maybe you could find something that you deem worthy that would ease your concerns?
What are your alignments, guys?
Hang on. Lawful
Oh god,
neutral.
everyone panic.
I ever actually had that.
Chaotic good.
Probably neutral then.
Lawful Axe.
Yes, so yeah, let's go. What was
Neutral
that
good.
alignment of yours?
I love it.
Oh yes. Oh yeah, true neutral. Okay. That's what I put mine under.
Lawful neutral.
Neutral good for me.
Yay, there's two good people here.
It doesn't care about good.
Oh no.
Well, why
Cares
don't we
about-
all?
It cares about
take a day
filthy
and
neutrality.
It cares
Why
about
doesn't everybody
lawfulness.
take a day and try and attune to the weapon?
I think he's
Wait,
already
sorry,
made
what
his
was that?
choice.
I said it doesn't care about good or evil, in so much as that it doesn't work with evil or with good.
No. Oh, okay.
But yes, it's currently stuck to Razgor.
Okay. Well, why don't everybody we ask there? Would you be willing to do that and allow us each the opportunity to attempt to attune with you, to find whichever one of us you find least offensive, in order that we can help you fulfill to get you home, if you would be willing to help us to.
No, I don't think so.
Or you know,
I think
Razgor could
I'll-
just agree to get it home for help.
I think I'll just leave your companion pinned here as an incentive for you to hurry up with your research and bring me the information I require.
He knows so little about us as a party.
You go, very well. Y'all go back to sleep. I'm going to outstubborn this axe.
Alright,
I
bye,
don't think you're
Razgor.
gonna do it this century.
So the rest of you guys, what are you doing while Razgor is like scowling there, like axe in lap, so to speak?
Well, I've without the profit, we're kind of profitless. So there goes that idea.
I thought we're having like a fast forward montage through multiple years and the seasons and Razgor growing old and turning to dust whilst the town around him prospers.
Cost us 50 years. You see, there was actually a really clever planning on my part. Razgor was actually Geralden. Like, this was just Geralden sitting here for a couple of millennia before this current timeline.
Clever.
Okay. No, not really. So, what are the rest of you guys doing while Razgor is, like, just sitting?
We should probably just leave him and go sort out this food situation.
Yeah, I'm just gonna work on paper, and if the other people need me for food.
I'm not really that keen on leaving one of my companions sort of struggling like this.
He's not struggling, he's asleep.
Yeah,
He's not struggling. I occasionally ask him, has he already got
he's-
axe?
How much did you say that thing like suddenly started weighing 400 pounds?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. It doesn't matter how strong he is. At some point, his legs are going to give out, and that thing is going to crush him.
Mr. Axe,
Misses.
I can't
Mrs.
let
Axe,
that happen.
Ms. Axe,
Misses.
Mrs. Axe. I don't use weapons. But if you want, I am willing to carry you until you find someone that you want me to drop you off at. In that way, you won't help us. But you will stay moving throughout the country, and that will increase your opportunities to hopefully find someone who can send you home.
hey, y'all go away.
Yeah, you just leave. I mean, until one of them decides not to be stubborn.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I've made my offer.
I'll make sure to watch him like every half an hour. Make sure to ask, has he stopped being stubborn, or has he been able to convince Axe to help us? I keep calling his sword for some reason.
Not happy about it, but it's what Razgor wants. So
Yeah. I'll be working on the paper here, so no worries. I'll be here, Rasker, if you need me.
okay. So
There is
it's-
more
Griffey, could
for how primitive your civilization was the fact that you need to invent paper.
what I'm going to do in the meantime, because we're probably not going to be able to travel much with Razgor completely weighed down. I'm going to start talking to people in the village about setting up some agriculture outside the village.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask Clef if we can go to the inn and go and talk to his goblin buddy and see what we can do about if the druids can help us.
Where do you want to? Sorry. Where do you want to ag, Geralden?
Here, outside, I want to set up fields on each
Literally,
side,
the
maybe.
field on either side of the track coming.
Potentially,
into
I mean, is there a stream nearby?
yeah, at the base of the hill that the home will sit on. There's a river.
Okay, well then we'll start setting up a I'm gonna talk to Shrimp because I've seen these, but I don't know how they work. Shrimp? Have you seen the things that they put next to rivers that have the sticks and the buckets, and they get the water up the hill? Yes, it's some kind of weight thing. I don't know. I don't know how gravity works.
Oh, do you mean some form of getting water up a hill kind of system?
Yeah, I want to bring the water from the river up to the base of the village here. So one year there's water in here potentially, but also then it can irrigate the fields. Because doing it from the well is probably not as practical.
Oh yeah, especially since the water's now a lot deeper than it was before. Also, have you made sure the terrain outside is suitable? Is it fertile enough for agriculture?
I'm going to go have a look.
Okay, fine. Yeah, sure. I can figure something out. I'm probably still going to be working on the paper first.
That's fine.
But it's just like if it becomes like a issue priority, then just hit me up. I'll make you something.
Well, yeah. Then Griffey, I want to set up fields around here outside the village, either side of the road, that people can start working on. But Let me first go and assess
The
them.
good news is a large amount of the trees have already been cleared away between Lunk and the village folk. So there is a big swath of terrain that has been torn up and uprooted and ready to receive the bounty of the land. So that shouldn't be a problem. I suppose your main thing is going to be convincing a bunch of people to become farmers that don't really know anything about farming for the most part. So that should be fine.
Yeah, but the druids could help with that, couldn't they?
Yeah.
I'm
Yes,
gonna find and
We
follow
just
the
have
people
to,
who aren't
we
busy
have to
then,
ask
and
the
be
druids
like,
if they would be prepared to help us with this. And I mean, it would be to their benefit as well if there's extra. Once the crops start growing and as time goes by, I'm sure there'd be enough that they might even be extra, which could be shared to them.
I just need to find some people and ask them if they're willing to do something that'll help the village not starve in the future.
How are you going about persuading people to?
Well,
take up the life of
we
farming?
will set up the good old fashioned tithe system where each person will get a portion of the communal farmland to work, and they get to keep half of what they grow, and the other half goes into the village granary.
Okay.
So going
Okay.
forward, they will be able to earn an income.
So
Well,
you're
at
going
least
to
feed
go see
themselves.
the. Wow, that's like really high brain power there for Grolden. Good lord.
Oh, it's mainly because I was watching people do it for years. So
Okay. Okay, so Grolden, you make your way through to the office of the Burgermeister, where the poor man is hard at work with his ledgers. You can see him busy counting out money, carefully marking off sums, and just trying his damnedest to try and figure out how to get the village fed with the very little information that he has. You know, he's a little backwards village. He's not a big brain man. He's never really had any formal schooling outside of the learning to read from the priest. You know, he's just the only guy for the job, really. You got to do more
Yes.
by popular vote than by any skill. So you step into his office. He's like, "Oh, hello, my lord.
greetings.
Is there something I can help you with?"
Yes, I've got a plan to potentially help feed the village going forward.
Oh, that's wonderful. The others kind of left without really addressing it, so that's comforting.
Yeah, it's not a short-term solution. We'll still need to fix this, but if we can get the system in place, it should mean in the coming years the village does a lot better.
Okay. Make a. What kind of check would it be to explain to a peasant the tithe and farming system?
Survival? Their life does depend on it. Or animal handling, because that's a farming-related skill. Maybe I don't know.
You're an animal, mayor. Let me handle you. Sure. Let's make it survival. Why not? Make a survival check for me. Let's see if Grolden
If
can.
the place has cows, I can teach them how to make cheese.
24.
24. Good lord. Okay, so you sit him down, and for like the next hour and a half, you explain in the most down-to-earth possible way, because you're also like not big thong.
The thing is, I'm not an idiot, but I'm not dumb.
Yeah, you're not stupid. You're like, but you saw how this works, like how this plays out. You know, like the turning of the seasons with these people collecting their tithes and shipping them off. You know, on the road where next year's set. You know, the carts coming in and out. And so you explain this to him in very simple ways, and at the end of it, he's like, "Holy shit! Why has nobody ever thought of this before?" Like he's looking at you like you just brought fire down from the mountain. Like you are a god to this. Like. You're holy shit, you are so smart. And he immediately like calls out and starts getting people into the office and like, okay, you're gonna get the root bark family, they're gonna get in this, they got lots of kids they need to feed. Like he's just like busy pulling in a bunch of people and organizing pretty much everybody that they need to get ready, they're gonna become farmer.
I'm sure the Cleef All-Stars would also happily jump at it, seeing as a lot of them are retired.
The old folks, okay.
I will also volunteer that my some of my acolytes can help with as impartial weighers and assessors going forward.
Oh my god, you're gonna establish yourself in the coinage. Okay. That is
We're a
perfectly
bunch
fine.
of very rich, don't have property monks.
I have a lot of property I can't use. Okay, no problem. So you're doing that. So while that's going on, the rest of you guys are making your way down to Drenog's inn. All right. You step inside. You see that it is already doing brisk trade this morning. The wooden ceiling well blackened by a big old smoke cloud, and you can see that they've got the remains of the previous day's deer, almost completely eaten, but still slowly hanging above the fire to heat it up. And you can see there's probably a good dozen or so people, mostly out of towners, as you come to think of them, the people from the fishing village that have come to Homeal, that are all having a nice liquid breakfast before they head out for the day to their various tasks. And behind the counter, you see Drenog, with a very studious expression on his goblin face, sit there frowning, looking at 4 tankards sitting in front of him on the desk, or the table of the inn. And you see him, with deliberate care, get off the wooden box that he stands on behind the counter, lean down, pick up a cask, get back on the box, pour the first flagon, close the cask off, tastes it, frowns, puts it down, picks the cask up again, pours the second flagon, puts it down, tastes it, frowns some more, he's like absently scratching his nose, picks up the cask a third time, pours the third flagon, tastes it, see him like doesn't quite know how he feels about that one. And then finally fills up the fourth tankard, closes off the cask. Tastes it, goes, and then you just see him slam 1, 2, 3, 4, just slams all 4 tankards of ale. And then like just stretches and then belches loudly. And then he notices you walking in.
Good morning.
Hey! Oh my god. That was fucking vile.
What was?
New crop.
Something. Ah. Is there something wrong with the new crop?
Teaching some of the youngins their first try.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
We're sorry to barge in so early in the morning.
Oh, if you're spending money, I'm happy.
More than that, and I ask him if he hand him the coppers to pour a flagon each for myself and Keith.
You see him, as per before, just like reaches over, pops off the top of the barrel, and just like scoops a couple of flagons out and puts them down on the table in front of you guys.
We were hoping that you and yours might be willing to help here in town. We are wanting to help teach the people here how to farm the land, to help ease the current food shortage that the town is experiencing. And we were hoping that you and yours might be willing to help teach and show the people here the best ways to farm the land here and how to get the most out of it.
All right. Well, I don't really see that being a problem. Yeah. What do you want?
Or
What do you want from me? You just want people to show them how to dig holes and put trees in them, or?
what seeds did we all buy before we left the last time?
You guys have got quite a variety there, actually.
Well, we were hoping that you might be willing to share your skills and experience with. Then I list off all the stuff that we've got and the stuff that we bought the seeds for, how to grow, best ways to grow them, how to get the most out of it, and all the agriculturally stuffy, waffy, timey-wimey bullshit.
Well, how desperately are you needing this food?
How bad is the shortage that is did the Burgermeister exactly say how much food we have left, or I don't
Nobody really
recall him
questioned
saying
him
anything
about
like
it,
that.
but no, you guys didn't really ask into it much. But probably sooner rather than later will be better.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, I tell our goblin friend that the the sooner that we would be able to get started, the better, as the town is facing a rather severe shortage.
How big is your farm?
We're going to be clearing the land immediately outside where Lunk and the villagers have been clearing the trees, and we want to turn that area into farmland.
Best I can do is I can do about. See him like look at his hands. Notices something on the one palm. Bites it. Starts chewing thoughtfully. I can do about half a mile. I can make them grow twice the yield they normally harvest. Still gonna have to grow them though.
A half a mile is okay. Well, how big is that farmland outside? It's certainly not half a mile square, is it?
Not yet, no.
Not yet, but also what he's saying is he can't help us now. We're still going to need to go out and hunt
Yeah.
for things.
No, that's going to be to the next one. And tell him that we would be most grateful if you would be able to assist us that way. For the short term, what we were thinking, do you know of any game in the area that the hunters here would not be able to take on that perhaps we could in order to provide meat for the town?
Oh, you have no idea. But seriously though, what are you going to pay me to do this thing for you?
What can we offer you? What we would be more than willing to share
How-
in the harvest with you, obviously.
How about a favor?
What
It's
favor
a
do you
bitch
have
of a
in mind?
spell. Takes a good part of a day to cast, so don't want to spend all that time for nothing, you know? Mom used to say, you're good at something, don't do it for free.
What is the favor you would ask of us?
Let's say a favor at an indeterminate point in the future.
I sort of I look at Cleef and it's like, sounds fair.
Throw in another cask
can't
of that
speak for
magnificent
everybody out.
weed, and I'm in.
I'll have to bring one in, I don't have another, but
Well, I can't speak
can
for
make
the
a deal.
others in the party, but for myself, if I can grant your favor, I will.
one
Would
cask
that
of
be
mead
acceptable?
and a favor at a future date. For some fine first-class magics. Yeah. I'll take it.
Okay.
So, you looking for good hunting? Well, I know just the thing. There is a goulash we can make if we could just get some tasty meats.
Where can we find the tasty meats?
Oh, that's easy. And you see him like bend over, like climb off his little wooden box behind the counter, gather up 3 pieces of straw, take a piece of twine, tie it together, and then hands it to you. Don't lose that.
Okay.
Just follow it, and it'll take you straight to what you're looking for. Rich, hearty meats.
And you wouldn't perhaps be willing to tell us what these rich, more hearty meats are currently attached to, would you?
Oh, you just call them thunder lizards.
Very well.
They're
Thank you. Again.
big. You should probably take your big green friend. They are big.
Kind of stuck under an axe at the moment, and we can't get it off, and we don't know what the axe wants to go to somewhere called Water Deep. Have you heard of this place?
He belches loudly. Blah. Can't say I've heard of it.
It was worth a shot. Well, let's see if
Yeah.
we can go and grab Razgor and let's go head out.
Good hunting. And take some
Thank
armor
you.
with you. They got big teeth.
We always do.
Just before we leave, when that meat gets here, just dump it in the well and just let me know, yeah?
He looks at you a bit strangely. Believe it or not, that's not the strangest thing I've heard today, so... Okay. Okay. So you guys stay found. Razgor, are you still just sitting with this axe having like a stare down, basically?
I'd say I've been sitting there kind of cross-legged, halfway meditating. I'm gonna ask it.
Does Razgor know how to meditate?
He knows how to sit and be patient.
Same thing, I guess.
My God.
I'll say, tell me about Waterdeep.
At first you don't hear anything, and you think that it's ignoring you. And then after a while you say, Waterdeep is the crown of the north. It's the most influential city in the north, perhaps all of Faerun. It is a beautiful city. It has a deep water harbor. It is a commercial crossroads. And more than 100,000 people make their home in Waterdeep. Far more than this. You're like a kind of like a sniff of disdain, like peasant patch you call home.
Oh, this isn't my home. I've lost my home too. Apparently, over 1,000 years ago, the elves destroyed it and cursed us to be roamers, which is led to our nature of take what we need.
Have you taken vengeance on them for this act?
Can't find them. They're sneaky little bastards. But you mentioned earlier a quest for a quest. I have recently found information of some clues about my home. So how about you help me find my home, and I'll help you find yours.
Make a persuasion check. Because you're trying to pull at the non-existent heartstrings of an inanimate object.
I've got like quadruple advantage, right?
Quadruple.
Wow, that's some optimism right there, if I've ever heard it.
24.
Oh my god, okay, that's pretty high. She's not gonna be able to resist that.
Resgor is very charismatic.
Is he very charismatic? I mean, I suppose he can be at times when he wants to be, doesn't he? Let's go silent for a bit. One condition. Every new destination we go to, you will inquire about my home. We'll seek information. Rest until we leave that destination. And
What was that last part you said?
You will not rest. You will seek the information from each destination we arrive at. And in return, I will aid you for now. If I feel that you are not holding to our bargain, then I will pin you in place like a butterfly and leave you there to rot. Somebody more worthy come, collect, and take. I am patient, and I can afford to wait.
Fair enough.
And you feel the weight of the weapon lift off here.
I stumble my way over to the window. Have you stopped being stubborn yet, Razgor, or have you done the impossible and actually convinced it?
You see Razgor is actually standing with a weapon, like, in his hand now.
I'm kind of flourishing it, trying to get the balance of it.
Yeah, it is by far one of the most perfectly balanced weapons.
What, did you stubborn it to death? Is it still there?
I am still here, inanimate
Oh,
one.
hi, hello. I can't really sense these things.
You could if you would give it some effort.
I can't?
Doesn't say anything else. Okay, so Razgor, you are now in possession of a fully attuned Azure Edge.
Got some lizards.
So, the rest of you guys roll up. Gralden is in the middle of just like a crowd of probably like a good 24 people with the Burgermeister, and they're all looking at him with a look of rapture at this point. Like, this man has brought fire to mankind. You know, like, he has a superpower and it's called common sense. And he has applied it liberally to all these people. And they are just like looking at him with like a face of almost like adoration. And like his two disciples are just standing behind Geralden, like bursting with pride, like, "Oh, that's my senpai! Oh yeah!" They're like freaking out a little bit, like they're silent.
I'll go to Graldin and I'll let him know that we've spoken to the druid and he's agreed to help with the farming, to try and help, or at least explain what the goblin explained to us, to double the harvest when it's ready, and him and his druids will also help those who wish to farm or those who will be farming, to show them optimal ways to grow whatever it is that we've got the seeds for, and best ways to grow it, best ways to cultivate and harvest it. He's also given us a line on some big hunting so that we can at least help solve our short-term food shortages. So we
Fantastic.
can see to the town for that. Shall we everybody prepare to head out?
I am always ready.
I think so.
My lords, you see like the Burgermeister like trying to like wave his arm, like putting it up like a student in class almost a little bit. Question, if it's something with meat enough for the town, how are you gonna get it back here after you kill it?
How much can your hat of holding carry, Cleve?
My
Lots.
hat of holding, quite a lot.
Yes.
It can carry up to 500 pounds.
So can I.
We'll think of something.
Well, that's 1,000 pounds of pure meat, I think. Will that be enough?
I mean, if there's more, it would be best if you can bring it all.
Okay.
We can do multiple trips.
Do we have a cart that Squig can pull?
There's a car we can use.
Hell, then
Well, I can always make one if we don't.
I was going to say, I don't know how much their cart here might be holding a
There's
one
there's
ton meat
There's
monster.
there's the carts the came in with you with your ale delivery boss.
Yeah, I need to speak to those guys before they leave.
Yeah, you see there's like 3 carts just like sitting stacked in the corner with like 40 casks of ale on them.
those will do, I think.
I holler out for the Daves.
You see the Daves approach. The one Dave is significantly enswoled since the last time you've seen him. The other one,
The other Dave has been slacking, has he?
the other Dave seems to have been going towards a more wiry kind of build. The one seems to have like bulked up a lot, like on the upper arms. The other one seems to be a bit more towards the leaner side of things. But both
Has
are
Bolt
looking-
Dave been skipping leg day?
Bolt Dave does look like he's been skipping leg day a little bit. Yeah. Both of them looking significantly more competent than the last time you saw them. Like rolling up with an easy confidence. The last time you saw them, you know, they were still like starting with their scabbards and getting entangled in their legs and hitting themselves in the shins. Where now they're wearing them with easy familiarity after almost 3 months of wearing them daily while going about their duty.
I say,
Hello, boss. You hear the one say, and there's a very different accent present there.
Wow.
You are looking formidable.
Oh, thanks, boss. And you see, like, immediately, that's pretty much the only thing he's practiced.
Say,
Thank you, boss.
you see those caskets there?
Yeah.
That's the finest ale made by dwarves in the land.
They
pay a
tribute to you.
Something like that.
You see them like both like, oh yeah.
I mean, the tribute would be called goods for pay.
I was gonna say it's a bit of a stretch.
I didn't pay for that.
He is
so
correct.
that
He didn't do that.
Oh,
That
no,
ale
sorry, it
is-
was theft.
You see the one like shrug. Oh, theft. Eh.
So that ale is
Whatever, we have
for
alcohol.
that ale is for the guard. Don't go crazy on it. And I want you to start recruiting some of these lily lovers who've come in here and just not decided to join the guard. Let them know that bonuses like that are just some of the benefits to serving your city.
Can we beat them up if they don't want to come? Because I haven't actually got to use the sword on anybody yet.
Oh, there's gonna be a ceremony tonight. And I'll put you to battle.
Ooh.
2 Daves enter, 1 Dave leaves.
Oh no. That would be awful. Okay, boss. Where do you want Joel then?
So this is his shop. This is the inn. This is like what the stables and library.
This is the library, yes. But most of these buildings have been cleared out for your use, so you guys can do with it what you want.
It is great.
We're gonna take this over and turn it into like the barracks.
Brian, you're now officially out of a home.
That's
Oh.
okay. Oh,
What was this?
Sort of the communal sleeping area where you guys have been. Well, those of you slept
That's-
indoors sleeping.
that's
well-
fine. If it's for the good of the town, I will find other accommodation.
Yeah, you just can hit up one of the other buildings.
I consider all of us 5 part of the guard, pretty much. I mean, we all defend the city, so I wouldn't kick him out, but he's getting roommates.
That's fine. That's not a problem.
Garland, are you going to look for accommodation or are you going to stay in the barracks?
No, I'm staying. Well, I mean, I'm already setting something up here.
Okay,
I don't
so
need a
you're
lot to be fancy, but I'm gonna start staying in what I'm setting up to be my first.
Just going to use some lumber to build some temporary accommodation kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's the shrine's going up slowly, so I'm just staying in the bit that's got some cover.
Okay, no problem. All right, so you guys got your barracks.
I was gonna say, is Grolden just starting that legion from Tyrant? You know Tyranny,
Oh,
the
no.
game, where it's like you get to join us here. The one of you that survives the murder party gets to stay.
That does sound like something a good Asgore would do.
So, yeah,
Okay.
share some of the ale with the dwarves who carried it here. I need to butter them up for a request I have later.
Will
And,
do, boss.
Your
We'll win
endurance
a drinking
training.
contest against them. Almost like you did. But we'll win.
I did win in the Dwarven City.
Ooh, you hear that?
I'll
Yeah,
stand
I'm
behind him
like,
and
oh.
shake my head.
You see the two of them like look at each other and then like decide it's probably better not to argue.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, I guess that's it. And
Yeah.
I plopped the stone hammer down and said, and put that in the barracks for strength training later. I'm gonna watch them pick it up.
First one leans over, tries to pick up the hammer. Doesn't get to pick it up. Doesn't even move it. Doesn't even rock it. Doesn't even manage to pull it a single millimeter off the ground. He's like, huh. That's, you're doing a trick on us, boss. And he, like, leans forward and, like, tries to yank on it again and, like, just pulling against the haft and it's nada. And the other Dave's like, get out of the way, Dave. And, like, pushes him to the side. I'll show you how it is. And, like, same thing, just doesn't move at all.
Okay, that's weird.
I go, so I'm gonna go. Y'all figure out how to get that in there.
Wow, that's mean. Okay. Okay, boss. No, it was like, Must be like a secret test of character or something. Like in the tales. The other dev's like, I'll get the rope and the horse. And then it's like they're like they're like off to go like trying to figure out how to get this thing indoors.
Can I tell? Is it they can't move because it's heavy, or because there's like it's something like Azure Edge? It's
Do
stuck.
you want to pick it up or?
Yeah, I mean, I just set it there.
Yeah,
So
you
I'm
like
figuring I can
pick
pick it up.
put it down. Yeah, it's normal weight. Doesn't seem like there's anything weird going on as far as you can tell.
Okay.
Okay. Can any one of us try?
Yeah, if you want to. Brienne, you walk
Okay.
over, you pick it up. Easy peasy. Pretty heavy. I mean, it's a bit
Okay.
heavier than you prefer a weapon to be, but pretty
Yeah,
normal,
no.
however.
You know. Okay, that's odd.
Oh, they're humans. So I'm
Sorry,
trying.
So
to
am I.
I'm a human. I just pick it up and start juggling.
Cleve, make an acrobatics check for me. Since you like attempt to juggle this very unwieldy.
21.
Yeah, you guys see Keith like start juggling the hammer. Then out comes like a coin pouch. Then like a couple of apples that have been in his pocket for like way too long.
It's scimitar. We're like,
Yeah.
where the hell did that come from?
His dragon dagger. Eventually, like the bow is also up in the air somehow. And there's like a crowd now just standing there watching this man juggle this assortment of bizarre items. Cleve's just like, yeah.
Azure Edge.
Yes.
Is there something about this hammer that's unnatural that you can tell? Like how you stuck to the ground, or stuck to
Define
me?
unnatural.
As in magical or supernatural.
More than likely. Unless the weapons of your world are wont to weigh themselves down like that.
Well, that's interesting. Oh, that's strength training for them today. So y'all have some leads on food.
We do indeed.
Oh, what kind of leads?
I showed them the straw lodestone thing that the druid made for us.
Okay,
Our
so what are we
druid,
hunting?
Thunder
the druid calls them
lizards.
thunder lizards.
Oh, we call them thunder lizards.
Thunder?
Yep.
Get out.
I'm sorry it had to be done.
Actually, I sort of asked Razgor, would you mind if I took the hammer with? It's not made of metal, and thunder normally means lightning. And this thing's made of stone.
So? It's not like
So-
stone doesn't crack under lightning.
No, but it doesn't act as like a giant earthing rod for lightning.
True, but not all metals are... the metal metals conduct electricity. I think.
You might want to take a few swings
Still-
with it before you decide to haul it into battle.
I'll give it a bat and I pick it up and take a couple of experimental swings with it. It's heavy, definitely, and not my preferred scene, but I can use it.
Give me a sec.
Or is there anything in particular that I need to watch for on it?
Well, out of game when I was just trying to attack the door, I was
Yeah.
rolling with disadvantage, I believe, because it was so heavy and unwieldy.
You used an axe to attack a door?
Are we talking about the great big stone hammer that you ripped out of that giant golem?
Yeah,
Or are we talking about the dawn hammer?
no, the stone hammer. The
I don't think he's going to leave the
golem
door
hammer.
hammer just sitting around.
Yeah.
Also,
okay,
didn't we give the-
And I'm not. I thought it was the dawn
Oh.
hammer. Sorry. I was just like thinking, is like, yeah, because the dawn hammer is also made of stone, and I'm just like thunder lizards, thunders, lightning, and
I don't
metal
think-
weapons, pain.
I'm the one carrying the dawn hammer.
Okay, didn't we give the dawn hammer back to the dwarves?
Nope.
No,
Brienne
they
had
gave it to us. Let me
They
just
gave it
Oh.
back to us.
Brian checked the map on it, if I can recall correctly.
Yes, that's right. Let me just check here. I don't know if I wrote it down amongst my stuff. I don't know if I was the one who took it. Just give me a.
There is a beyond item called the Dawn Hammer for whoever is carrying it. It has got the various bonuses that the item confers on it.
I don't see it on my stuff here, but okay. Well,
I see.
am I the one who's carrying it then, or has
I don't know.
Raspberry got
It
it?
would make sense for either you or Razgor to use it.
Okay, I'll put it in my
It's
stuff.
up to you lot.
Well,
Yeah, you can
Raspberry,
take it.
okay
I
with
mean,
that?
Razgor's got the shiny axe, so
Yeah, I'm good for now.
Yeah, let me add it in and. One word, hey?
2 words.
The-
The Dawnhammer.
Correct. Oh my god, so much meat.
And that is currently the equipped weapon. I'm using it in 2 hands.
So what's the non-dormant state look like, Griffey?
Which one?
It says the Dawn Hammer, the dormant.
I realize.
Oh. Holy fuck balls.
What's wrong?
No, I'm just reading the top bit. One charge of. Wow. But it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't look like it needs attunement. Wait, why isn't it showing up in my attunement list?
Doesn't need attunement. Oh, it does need attunement. Should
It
be
does,
Yeah.
but it's not showing in my attuned items list.
there. Have you not maxed out on your number of attuned items that you can have?
No, I've got 1 slot left.
Look at you go.
Hang on, let me just
level
read.
paladin, don't you?
Yep. There we go. It's showing. It's showing. It's showing. Got it. Do we have time for me to attune to it, or should we just head
Should-
out without the?
should we
attunement in the
assume that
meantime?
you would have tuned to it on the way here? Because I mean,
Yeah,
you would have
Okay.
taken it from the king anyway, so it's not like
Okay.
You've had it in your possession for a while, so I'm going to
Yeah.
assume that
Okay.
attuned.
Okay. There we go. It is attuned.
You just want it for the charge on it.
No, I was like the only thing I wanted is this weapon is not made of metal.
I'm just saying. I'm surprised.
Only when
nobody-
I like
you
no,
looked
it's
at
only
it.
when Random now said, so what's it like when it's not dormant? I'm like, what is he talking about? And I'm like, oh, holy shit! I did not see that.
So disappointed. I make these nice items and nobody even looks at me. Okay, so you find the entrance. And for those of you who didn't look at the item, the Dawn Hammer is capable of casting Time Stop.
oh, I didn't. I looked at it, but I didn't
I don't
see
see
that.
I
that.
looked at it and I
As
could
a-
not see
Oh.
that either.
As a 9th level spell, just.
Oh no,
FYI.
I want that hammer.
Currently a +1 weapon only because it's dormant state and it's capable of casting Time Stop using a single charge. Oops.
I just want to find a dragon that I can dip these hands into.
Cleef runs away.
Would I be okay? The description doesn't give anything there, but does the charge is it the same as like the other items where it recharges once per day, or is this just a once-off?
Doesn't say.
No,
You
it
don't
doesn't
know.
s- Okay, it's all good.
You don't know.
All
I'll
good.
leave it up to your discretion for when you decide to use it because you don't know how long it's going to be before you get it back.
Yeah.
I didn't
No.
want it to be a get out of jail free
Oh hell no.
ability.
No. It's fine.
And Asgore is already like giggling at the back.
I'm saying
Okay.
you could use that to time stop that big dragon, cut him, put some blood in a jug, and run away.
That's actually a hell of an idea.
Except it specifies slain dragons.
Yeah.
Uh,
It does.
Sorry. And I
Cleve.
suspect you lot would do something silly
Please
like
jump
knock
back
back
in the
and
well. He doesn't know
Because I
why, but he feels threatened.
I suspected you guys wanted to like collapse a cave on a dragon and then like use the thing as a bloody blood drive or something. Okay.
So
Is
what?
this
But-
like,
But Cleef is technically dead already, isn't he?
No.
He may be dead, but he was.
You've
never
died
slain.
before, so you have been
He
slain.
was slain.
Oh god, I don't like that.
Oh, we'll kill a dragon, and I'll revivify it once I level up, and then yeah, I'll.
And then we do it again.
So,
I'll fucking do it again.
you find Mapletons set off on your quest, discussing the various merits of killing Cleef and revivifying him.
Seeing as nobody's actually said that they think I'm a dragon, Cleef is just like hanging back, being very scared and confused.
In in passing, do we mention that the reason why is because we think Cleef might be a dragon?
I prefer them talking about it
I'm
in
assuming at
hushed
some point
tones.
that Shrimp and I would make mention of that statement, talking to Razgor and Gralden to explain to him that we think Cleef is a dragon.
I don't know.
Only in hushed whispers.
Yeah.
So, whisper if you want to whisper.
Whisper, whisper, whisper. Cleef might be a dragon.
Will they be like a
whisper, whisper.
like a stealth check so they don't hear you talking about it?
Cleef, are you trying to listen to these people, or
No, Cleef's just enjoying the sounds of nature.
is Cleef's enjoying the sounds of nature? Then I will Cleef nature a bit. Dun, dun, dun. Is this the right forest?
Oh, it looks like forest. Is there a specific forest that we're looking for?
I have
Forest
many
of Death.
things. Forest of Doom. Actually, Forest Day.
Well, this is a
Well,
bit
there.
too green for a forest of doom, then.
But it wants to lull you into a false sense of security.
So, Brienne, you lead the party with your wilderness skills of tracking, survival, hunting,
Yeah.
and skills unknown to man,
And a
And a
lodestone,
magic
which is
stick.
pointing us in the direction.
Skill of following a string.
and
Yes.
following a bunch of straw that has a string tied around. Pulling you
Wow.
deeper and deeper into the forest.
Are there any, while the string is pulling us along, are we seeing any tracks or anything that I can
pass.
use to try and gauge?
2 hours pass. 3 hours pass. You make your way slowly on foot. Before you stumble and fall, initially over what you think is a tree root. And looking down, you realize is not a tree root and is in fact a very, very deep indentation into the soft, loamy ground of the forest floor. A footprint, a good 4 feet across, sunk almost a foot into the soft loam. And another one next to it. And another one next to that.
How big are these footprints?
4 feet from heel to toe.
Can I roll
those are big
survival to see? Is this like a two-legged?
As you glance around, you see 4 sets of these footprints.
Okay. Can I do survival to sort of figure out what is this?
Both of you can survive as much survival as you would like.
Does Cleef's cheese-making knowledge tell him if this is a cheese-producing animal?
Survival of a 18.
12.
Cleef, your vast
16.
cheese knowledge tells you that this animal, if it produces milk, would produce vast quantities of cheese.
My god, it's full of cheese.
It's just cheese for days. 16? Anybody else higher than that?
18.
18. Razgor, not quite sure. Gralden, also not quite sure. Oh, sorry, not Razgor. Brienne, not quite sure. Razgor. Yeah, looks bipedal. Whatever it is. Goes about on 2 Legos.
Be easier to knock down.
And you glance around a bit, looking for, tufts of fur that might have caught in the trees, or perhaps, maybe anything like any signs of this creature. And the only thing you see is like a lot of the tree branches, like really higher up, have been snapped in the direction they're going. Like as if this thing just walked through them, hardly noticing. And some of those branches are pretty thick, like as thick as Razgor's upper arm. You know,
Can
like
I tell how old these tracks are?
these you'd say are probably about a good half an hour or so.
Okay, so we are getting quite close to them. So I let everybody know that we are getting close. So be ready.
I'm going to get on Squig.
Oh, are we gonna do some mounted combat today for the first time?
I think so.
My goodness. All right, how do you guys want to approach your prey?
I'm going to summon
well-
Douglas and then sit inside of Douglas.
You're going to sit
I'm going
inside
to.
of Douglas.
Yeah.
Are you
I'm cast
making
Mage Armor.
Douglas?
I will be back in 2 minutes, but assume that I'm somewhere in the middle-ish. And then I will
Yeah.
run and punch whenever it appears.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm going to quickly go to the restroom while you step away, and then we can all get in from there. If anybody wants to grab something to
Okay.
drink now, it's time
gonna
to
drink.
do so.
Drink. Oh god.
There's no way this can
I am
go badly.
properly lubricated. Okay, so while everybody's getting the drink, what's wrong, Brian? What can't possibly go well?
Well, there's 4 sets of prints.
Yeah.
That's
guys were
4
looking for
times the
big
pain.
I'm back.
That is true.
You guys were
That
looking
is
for
true.
big meat. What is the problem?
Well, we found it. Let's hope we can kill it. Now let's hope we can bring it down. Them.
You'll be fine.
They.
I'm sure you'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen?
Good question.
You don't need all those limbs you've got.
You really don't.
Nah. Suppose that's fair. Okay.
Waiting for Brandon. Then we can get started.
I'm back.
Glorious. Just random we're waiting for, and then we can carry
I
on.
am back.
So, how are you guys approaching this clearing? Are you attempting stealth? Are you attempting to barge in? Are you force marching Razgor style to avoid ambushes? What are you doing?
Razgor does not hide.
Well, we at least want to try and not startle them into whatever it is into running away. So I think we should at least try to, not necessarily, we're going to be all stealthy, but at least move carefully and try and make sure that we stay downwind of them so that they don't
Okay,
get us.
you guys will be approaching from this side towards where the clearing is.
Okay.
So, get yourselves in order, however order you want it to go in.
Well, obviously, Razgor and I are going to be in front because we've been doing. Well, I'm using the lodestone, and Razgor's pretty much always in front, really.
Azure just like, what exactly is the point of coming into this forest?
Our people need food. We
And
have
you are
had
going to find it here?
we've had an
We're hoping
influx
to.
of immigrants, and we're hoping to find some hearty meat.
Very
to-
well.
Where did I go?
Where did you go?
Oh, I'm under Gwig.
Ah, Squigget's riding you.
I was about to say, isn't it
I'm
supposed to be the
carrying-
other
That's
way around?
illegal, I think.
Rasha, Squig Ride Orc.
Alrighty.
Does
So-
it say how much they weigh?
About half an hour passes. You guys carefully but forcefully make your way through the forest. Not hiding, because Razgor does not hide. Before stepping out into a clearing.
It's Restor, or cannot hide.
Razgor cannot hide. Where you see 4 large creatures. All with their backs to you. Around the corpse, of a large, greenie, as Lunk would call it. Their prey having been run down, being eaten, and them all gorging themselves, ripping big, bloody chunks of meat from their prey. If I even
I'm
bother-
gonna cut the wagon loose from Squig.
You brought a wagon with Squig, okay?
Oh yeah, that's why I was telling them to get the meat in the barracks to free up one of the wagons.
No, I.
Yep.
Yeah, you see
Okay.
you see one of them look back at you, growl a little bit. One of his companions look back at you as well before going back to tearing more chunks out of the corpse of this Stegosaurus on the ground there, but keeping a wary eye.
Okay, so how do we do this?
Well, try and take them down one at a time, I think.
I don't think they're gonna let us do that.
Well,
Can I put the thing on its back? There.
well, that'll work.
Clunk, tonk.
Timber!
Perfect. Perfect. There we go.
Excellent.
Okay, well, then, let's just try and take them down. Try not to do too much damage to the carcasses, and try and kill them as quickly as possible.
Is there anything we can combo before we attack them? Like, spells and stuff?
That magic go fast thing you did to me before worked really well.
Oh, okay, you want that on you?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, I'll cast that on you, and cast haste on Razgor.
Okay, roll initiative for me, boys.
Okay.
So get everybody's initiative orders.
Before we start that, can I just gather everyone around and say my little backflip prayer?
Yes, and I also bless us slightly hesitantly in the name of the great Cthulhu. I'm still a little bit thrown by what I read and saw, and while I still love my god, I am still somewhat confused by the things
Your blessing rolls out across the group of what before was a light greenish light, almost like sunlight through leaves. Now feels colder, clammier.
I don't like that.
It comes out.
I'm gonna make everyone feel better. Hands in the middle, backflip on 3, and including you, Douglas.
Douglas is like wobbles his
Oh,
way
God.
over to you.
So what? We all have to make acrobatics checks again.
You all must now backflip because I have called you to action. You now have advantage on dex checks.
Okay, I backflipped successfully.
Squig just kind of rears up on his hind and shakes his arm.
Okay. So, everybody roll initiative for me, please.
With advantage.
With advantage.
Oh,
That helped.
Ooh, that's pretty
that's all
cool.
funny.
So you can put yourself at the top of the board.
I also got a natural 20.
You go
Who's
first,
the highest
but
dex
yeah.
between you two?
Yeah,
Probably you.
that would be,
Geralden, then Shrimp. Is anybody at all in 19?
I
Yeah,
rolled
me.
a 22.
So 22 total.
So it's
Uh,
Geraldin, Shrimp, Brienne.
then Cleve goes before me. He's got a higher dex bonus than I do.
Did you both roll 22?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well,
Okay,
I
well,
rolled 19 to get the 22. That's my good roll for the evening done.
Cleef, Brienne, and then it's gonna be our friendly favorite animals.
I rolled a 17.
Yeah, they're gonna be above you. Okay, and then it's gonna be Razgor
Douglas rolled a pitiful 9.
for Douglas. He's just not very good at this whole initiative thing. Okay, so Geraldin. Blessings and benedictions still ringing in your ears.
Can I cast Branding Smite while we're doing all our little cool stuff?
Sure. So, you see before you this group of animals peacefully eating the carcass of another dinosaur. What would you like to do?
I'm literally gonna just run up and punch one, to be honest.
Can you imagine being this creature?
Yeah, it's
enjoying
innocent,
the
but I need to feed
crowd
I need to feed a village. And to feed a village, you got to break a few dinosaurs.
Okay, so Geraldin runs over, and you see one of them like suddenly like snort and like spin around as you come running towards them, and the others also like kind of startle a little bit, but you're too fast. Like you're on top of them before they can even react. So Geraldin, first flurry of blows, please, as you sweep in and start furiously punching, kicking, and I can only assuming trying to elbow drop an actual dinosaur into.
I'm gonna people elbow drop a dinosaur if I can.
Oh, no.
16 and 15 to hit.
16 and 15 are both hits. They have an AC
Yeah.
of 13 for the coming battle.
Then, okay, I'm
right
first gonna do these two attacks, and then I'll do flurry of blows.
Okay, so you like sweep in, start punching. Where did my music go?
So first you do 16 damage in total.
Okay. You sweep in, punch.
Flurry of blows only does 12 and 8, so that's not nearly as good.
Unfortunately, both missing as you sweep in and slam your hand into this dinosaur's ankle, a hand that you've used to crush stone doorways in the Dwarven Kingdom. And you'd go, and like turn around and look down at you, and you see its lips pull back, exposing some very bloody, very long, suspiciously dagger-like teeth as it is now looking down at you, standing below it. Anything else you'd like to do, sir?
I'm just checking one thing quickly.
All good. So, next person, initiative order after Geraldin is Shrimp, I believe.
Yes, hello. I need to start walking because I am not. I just realized I have a spell that's in range. It only works on humanoids though, so that's awkward. Let's see, one. Okay, no, that's 1, 2, 3 approximately. And 60 feet is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll have to dash to get actually into range. So I'll go yeah, I'll go here. And bonus action thought forward.
Thought forward.
And, yes, that'll be my turn because I had to use action to dash.
No problem. Okay, so Geraldin, have you checked that you want to check?
Yeah, I can't do it because I used my bonus action for flare of blows, so that's fine.
All good. Cleef, your turn. You saw Geraldin punch a gigantic creature of the forest in the ankles with these flaming fists of death.
Woo.
They did not do...
Question about my dagger.
Hmm.
Its designate thing isn't listed if that is an action or bonus action or anything.
It's not, I believe.
No, just free action?
Like, literally, you pick a target, and because it's on such a long cooldown, it's not like the others that have conditional activations. Yours is more of a, that guy in particular, fuck it.
Cool. I'm gonna... For the first time ever, designate the thing that Groudon started punching as prey, because my god does it look tasty.
It does look tasty, and as you do that, the entire blade of the dagger itself actually lights up on like almost luminescent yellow-orange color. and you feel heat start emanating from the weapon. Not enough to scald you, but enough that you immediately notice it. You're like, oh, I've never done that before.
And then I'm gonna run, bonus action dash to get over there and hit it with a stab.
Okay, go for your sneak attack.
That's a hit.
Is it a hit? Mhm.
And I'm hitting it with a green flame blade. And, does bless add on to damage?
No, onto your attack.
Get out of there. Oh god, I've got so many dice to roll. So that's 35 damage
Oof. In total for everything.
on that first one, yeah.
God
And
damn.
then on the this one here, fire. Some red fire is gonna leap over there and do. Bibba-dibba-dibba-dee-dee-dee-dee-doo. 7 damage.
7! My goodness. Okay,
So you
you guys
die.
see Cleaver run over with a gleaming orange-red glowing dagger and stab it in the ankle. And where it mostly ignored Gralden's fist punching, as spectacular as they looked, when that dagger goes in, it literally like cuts through tendons, bone, and flesh as if it's not even there. Like it just goes straight in down to the hilt. It actually surprises you, Cleve, when you stab him. Like there's not really any resistance. Like it just goes straight in. And where Cleve, where Gralden elicited a snort from the creature. Wait, what the hell was that playing? You draw a bellow of anger from the creature as you stab it in the ankles, doing a hell of a lot of damage to it. Is there anything else that you would like to do?
That it.
And that is it. Okay, so that's going to be on to the next person initiative. Who is who?
Me, I think.
Okay, Brian, go.
I'm gonna move sort of up to here, staying under cover of the tree line. And swing out my crossbow, and I'm going to take 2 shots with my crossbow at the Allosaurus to the right of the ones that Gralden and Cleef are attacking.
Okay. Actually, are these properly sized? No, they're not.
Ooh, that's nice. Dex, but no,
They're
that
growing.
thing doesn't work for that advantage on Dex. Doesn't work for Dex-based attack rolls, does it?
No.
Ah, well.
That would be dumb.
You know, your armor is based off of Dex, so
11 plus 8. That's 19 and.
As long as it's more than 13.
Okay,
It's...
no, they both hit.
Okay, what are your damage values for your 2 crossbow?
Uh, 15 and 8 is 23 points of damage.
Okay, so ignoring the one over there that is busy trying to do his damnedest now to bite Cleef in half, you guys see 2 crossbow bolts wing out from under the cover of the trees, slamming into the shoulder of the creature next to the one that Gralden and you are engaging. And it turns around and roars in anger, and now you see the rest of the pack kind of like start roaring as well and kicking up dust and heading over to you lot now that this other group of animals has intruded upon their food, attempting to take their meat away. That's going to be their turn. So, this one's going to just tear ass over here towards you, closest man over there. This one's going to tear ass to you over here. And this one's going to tear ass over here. Whoops, Sam.
And run into its colleague. It ran into its colleague and it fell over. It ran into its buddy and it fell over, and they both tangled in a massive limbs right
It
now.
happened. No backsies.
What happened? No vaccines. Okay. So they both run over furiously at this other pack of animals that have interrupted their meal. They're very angry about that. So, Cleef, the one running towards you, or running towards you, turning around to try and eat.
Inside Douglas when he's doing everything, or is Douglas still hanging back?
That's a very good question.
Douglas is back there. Ready
Um,
to jump into the action.
Dinosaur is going to multi-attack you. Hippo.
Oh god, no!
Oh god, no! First, it's going to be a moderate 27. And then the second one is going to be... Oh, I don't get attacks. I'm sad now. 22. So,
I have the 27.
well, that's just the 2-hit roll.
Oh, okay. Oh, then they hit. I was bumping
I have
worried if
just
that
a
was
hit.
the damage.
Yeah, that's just the 2-hit. Okay, so the first one, he just, like, casually, like, reaches over to, like, bludgeon you down into the dirt with his tail for 21 points of damage.
Owie!
And then he's going to try and bite you while you're on the ground and grapple you with his mouth.
That just seems
Aye.
unfair.
It's 28 plus 7, so 35 points of damage as he just,
Half one.
as he, like, reaches down to bite you.
How
And
much
you
damage
are
was the first one?
21, I believe. And then 35 for the second one. So yeah, he just like slaps you to the ground with his tail, you know, in anger at this thing that has just dealt this wound to him, and it just reaches down to chomp you. There's no strategy to it, he's just like, get away from me, small thing that make pain. Dinosaur, it's not very smart. And yeah, you're currently restrained. You are grappled, so your speed 0, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And you are restrained. So speed 0, attacks against you have advantage.
Cool. Neat.
And your attacks have disadvantage. And you have disadvantage on dex saving throws. So just normal rolls for you then.
Neat. Cool. Okay. Sweet.
Yeah, so then this other one is just going to try and take a stomp out of Gralden. Gralden, little dinosaur runs over. He's like, God damn it, these other animals running in here trying to take our meat.
Yep.
27 and 28 to hit.
Yep.
And then first one is going to do not a lot of damage, probably. Oh, that's some shitty rolls. That's 27 points of damage.
Okay.
First one hits you. Again, same deal. It just tries to like tail slam you for some bludgeoning damage, and then he's just going to try and bite you. No, that's all he's going to try and do.
Did Shrimp go?
Yeah, Shem did go.
I did. I just couldn't actually do anything. All my spells were on the range.
And then yeah, he just bites you for 27 points of damage. Just
Ouch.
chomp. Just like straight up. Just like trying to drive off these other predators that are coming into
That's a
the-
lot of damage.
Big boys, big teeth. Okay, Shrimpy boy, you're in your thought form currently. I believe you have resistance to non-magical BS. So,
Yes.
oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh god, I knew this was gonna happen.
I rolled a natural 20 for this boy, so that's gonna be 8
Yeah.
to 12.
That's a lot of d12s.
Yeah, I'm sorry, what did you say?
That's gonna be 63 points of damage on the bite attack. So you halve.
Okay, is that pre-halved or after-halved?
Pre-halved. So you can have that. So that becomes what, 30?
63 damage.
Yes, that becomes 31, and then he kind of goes like, ah, and like, ah, ah, like takes another couple of like experimental bites at you because you're just like a big old blob of gelatinous ectoplasmic energy at this point. It doesn't really compute to lizard brain like what the hell's going on, and it attacks you. But the second hit with its tail isn't as strong. It seems to be more like tail goes swoosh, you know, through this weird energy field, you know, like it doesn't really quite understand what the hell it's doing. 8 plus, what's that? 8 plus 10, 18. What's your AC?
14.
14. Okay, so the second one hits as well, and that's just going to be a lot less though, because that's d8s. The second one is not that bad. It's only 15 points of damage, so halved. It's what, 7 points of damage from the second one. But yeah, the dinosaur is just like raw, and then can't really get its teeth around you. It's like, what the hell is going on here? These are some weird ass animals. I don't even. The one attacking you, Brian, is going to first off do a tail swipe to see if it can drop you. Natural 20. Second attack is a 2 plus 10 is 12. Okay, so that's a miss.
Yeah.
Glad I went
First
last.
attack's a normal hit, though.
Okay, so the normal one is just going to be a regular hit, so it's 4d12.
It's only 4d12.
That's 22 plus 7, so 29 points of damage as you get bit by a dinosaur. And the thing just bellows at you now. He's doing like a lot of stomping and posturing and trying to scare you off from its prey that it's brought down. Okay,
That's the one.
their turn.
No, that's not the one that I shot crossbow bolts at.
Nope.
The one I crossbow bolted is currently attacking shrimp. Okay.
Correct. Razgor, your turn. There's an angry pack of dinosaurs attacking your comrades.
So I'm gonna go grab the stegosaur meat and go home.
Okay.
No, Letty, do you need to make a concentration check to see if my haste stayed on?
Oh.
Oh shit, you're right. Yes. That's like a 30. No, I don't think my
It's
concentration.
half, so it's half the damage. So I think your DC will be 16.
Okay. Oh yeah. I completely forgot about that.
I too forgot about that. Good point.
Oh, 18. Yeah, it's on.
Okay, yeah, concentration's still going, Razgor. You are still a speedy orc on cocaine.
Rules question. When I cast a spell on myself, I can also make it affect the mount. But with the spell like Branding Smite, is it like we both have it, or when I do it, it disappears on both of us? When I attack, does it disappear on both of us?
Yes.
Okay, so it doesn't really mind.
Yeah, you don't get two smites for one price of one when you're mounted.
But I want. Okay, I was gonna have Squig.
Because that would be an easy way to double your spell slots, which would be ridiculous.
He's gonna dash around and kind of thread the needle with these two.
I would like for you to make attack of opportunity, attack of opportunity, attack of opportunity as you thread the needle in there. They have 15-foot reach.
No, that's not nice.
So you come charging in past them to try and extricate your fellow wizard warrior robot shrimp man from the situation that he's currently in. What's your AC, Razgor?
21.
Nice. Natural 20, natural 20, 28.
Rip.
Okay, so that's not too bad. The first one is only 18. 18 plus 18 doubled is what? 36 plus 7, so that's 43 points of damage from the first hit. Second one is 46 plus 7 is 53.
I'm dead.
Okay, second one, a third one is
2 failures.
31 points of damage, yeah. Okay, so Razgor comes charging in, and it's just like, slap, slap, boom!
Actually,
And you guys
were
just see him go down.
were they biting me or Squig?
Actually, that's a good point. How much HP Squig got? I'll roll the percentile to see if it hits Squig or you. Actually, hold on. Mounted combat.
There are probably rules for that.
There are rules for it, because I was looking into it when I was doing the Cavalier. I just want to double check if I'm right or not. For the mount?
It's only specific for the one class, subclass.
Yeah, but there's normal mounted combat rules as well.
Oh, true. But I thought you were thinking of the redirection thing.
No. I just wanted to see if they can direct attacks at the mount or if they have to make it against the player. Sorry.
Dude.
Okay, so you're mounted.
I know with the feet you can make attacks that are aimed at your mount attack you.
Okay, so that's just getting knocked prone. Opportunity attacks while mounted. Here we go. If in either case, if the mount provokes an attack of opportunity while you're on it, the attacker can target you or the mount. Okay, so to meet all percentile to see whether or not they decided to hit Squig or if they hit you. 1 to 10 Squig, 11 to 20 you. So first one hits Squig, second one hits Squig, third one hits you.
Well, I'm sure the first one would kill Squig, and then I would stop
Go.
moving.
Go tumbling, yeah. Okay. So yeah, okay, that's cool. Now we know for mounted combat for the future. Okay, so yeah, so you
Still,
basically come charging in, and the dinosaur just like casually leans over and just bites Squig's entire head off. Just like chomp.
Oh dear.
And you just go tumbling into the dirt, like stunned and prone from your charge. So,
Fine.
still your turn then. So you can try and get up using the remainder of your movement.
You mean half my
You,
movement?
Razgor. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you get up. So you get up using half your movement, and then you have your action and bonus action as per normal.
Okay, so I'll change my plans. 'Cause-
Changing plan.
sorry, Squig. I mean, Squig and Shrimp. I'm going to fuck up the dude that just killed my buddy.
Okay. Shrimp is like, hello.
So
Okay.
I've got 3
Make
attacks
a.
because I'm hoisted.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have to make a concentration check, but
The lowest
Hit,
is
hit,
20,
hit. Yep, all 3 are hits.
and I'm using it dual-handed.
Mm-hmm.
So, branding smite is 2d6 plus a d10. Plus, I'm going to pop a second level smite in the first one. That's 3d8. So my
Well,
first
you
attack.
really want to make sure you take one down in one hit.
Yep. First one is 27 plus 7, 34 damage.
Okay, did a pretty big slam into the side of it with the axe, and you see the creature stumble a little bit? Doesn't look that injured, just look annoyed. It's angry.
Alright, hit number 2. Oh wait, no, I already rolled for
Yeah, you hit both, all 3 hits. You can just roll damage pretty much for each hit.
I'll put another second level smite into him.
Okay, so no branding smite on this one, yeah? Just normal.
Oh
normal
yeah,
smite.
that gets used the first time you use it.
Mm-hmm.
16 plus 7, 25?
25. Okay, yeah. Again, significant damage to the leg, and I see that like the foot is kind of like messed up and hanging on by a couple of tendons, and it's having a hard time moving around as you're hacking away at its legs, but it's still standing. Doesn't look that injured. It just looks like the leg is like really badly injured.
Okay, now I'll just do a regular axe attack. That's only 8 damage.
Okay, again, third you, but without your magic powering it, this one doesn't do much. Hacks into it a bit, and the blade just stops like it hit deadwood.
Oh, okay. You're harder than I thought you were. I'll use my bonus action to activate my my Majesty of the Dragon. On a hit, for each charge you spend, the target takes 2d10. I want to nuke this guy. It's 3 charges, 6d10.
Okay, roll to hit.
From Orbit, it's the only way to be sure.
Oh.
Don't
That's
forget your
9.
Bless. Don't forget bless. Don't forget bless. That's an extra.
we're-
4.
Oh, I forgot we were blessed. But I think I'm still gonna have to something else.
Come on, roll that 4. Roll that 4.
So 5 plus 7, 13.
Just enough. 13 is their AC. Okay, so you connect with your full charges of your Majesty of the Dragon to try and knock this thing away from you, I take it.
Maybe, hopefully, knock it into its buddy.
Push him?
Okay, make your...
Oh, it does push him 10 feet, yeah.
Which actually
roll your
does
best.
the other
I
Allosaurus.
don't want to push it towards Shrimp.
You can push it into the other Allosaurus because they are 10 feet apart.
Alright, yeah, I'll try that. That's another 39 damage.
This one, it seems to feel as the energy that you're projecting is not physical. And you guys see this enormous form of a spectral dragon blast outwards from your comrade Razgor in vengeance for his eaten mount, which is now lying on the ground, his body dissipating into wispy ether, returning to the realm from which he was summoned. And this poor guy must make a check, doesn't it? If I'm not mistaken. What's the DC on that? For the pushback?
It says it just pushed.
Oh, it's just pushed. Okay, so this is like... Whoop! It goes straight back into the one behind it, and it falls prone, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it just pushed.
That's just... Okay, so yeah.
On
Big
a
old
hit,
dinosaur
freeze charge
pushed away.
expand. The target takes 2 to 10 radiant damage and is pushed 10 feet away.
Okay, so it's just pushed away from you, clearing some space for you, Brian. And Shrimp, you now have 2 angry dinosaurs next to you. One of them
Jesus.
looking pretty messed up, but still standing.
How much
That was almost
damage
100
was
points of
that?
damage. Almost 100 points. But yeah, looks like it's good. It's still good to go. Still good to eat. It's hungry. Right. That's gonna put us with Douglas. Good old Dougie.
Douglas, go smash. Are these? What size are these things?
You.
Okay, Douglas just gone multi-attack smash then.
Douglas, go smash.
Both hits.
Okay. Roll the damages for the Douglases.
10
Mm-hmm.
and 16.
16. You guys see Douglas walk over, look back at you, Razgor, with a... Like, even though you know it's a water elemental that is compelled by this bowl and doesn't really have any free will, looks back at you with a little bit of disdain and casually slams its watery arm into the other leg, and you guys see this thing just crumple to the ground.
Douglas is instructed to treat Razgor with disdain at all times.
Ah, that makes sense. As the creature just crumbles to the ground, its other leg broken, unable to support its weight.
Douglas lets out a watery laugh.
Whoa!
I have that one.
Okay. All right. Bringing us back up to Golden. Golden, it's angry dinosaurs around you, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna carry on punching things, to be honest.
Okay, which one are you punching?
I'm gonna first punch... Well, I'm gonna punch each of them once.
Okay.
First one for 17, the other one for 4.
Both hits. Both hits. One hit. The other one's not a hit.
Okay. Uh, 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I will flurry of blows and try to hit both of them each again once.
Right.
Oh, natural 20
Oh shit. Okay,
and
nice.
17.
Nice. Okay, okay. So 2 more hits.
So the
first
17 does 17 points of damage.
Nice.
And then
alright.
for a crit, it is just double the dice, eh?
You roll again. You roll the dice for the second attack, and then just roll twice as many dice, and then add your modifier, or roll twice and modifier.
Wow!
Yeah, that was just bad. Wow, okay. 20 for the second hit.
20 for the second one to hit. Okay.
Legit rolled one
Hold
on
on.
all 3 dice.
I know,
That's-
that was just terrible.
Oh god, that was bad.
And then I'm gonna try and do a push both of them 15 feet. They have to if they don't make their 16 their DC 16 strength saving throws.
Ooh. Okay. Let's see. They've got a strength of 27. So let's see if we can do this. First one is 8 plus 7 is 15, 7 plus 7 is 14. So both of them fail their saves, and they go prone, or are they just flung?
No, they flung 15 feet.
Okay,
So
this
one that way, one that way. I'm assuming. I just do like a
scissor
full-
kick. split
yes.
kick. This one like goes bashing into that one.
John
Actually,
Drum would be proud.
I'm going to make them roll a check there. That's a 2. The one that is busy trying to chomp on the incorporeal shrimp is knocked prone by his buddy getting fly kicked into him by a monk. And Lenny, you are basically smothered as a dinosaur lands on top of you at this point.
Amazing. How much damage
No
do I
longer
take?
being eaten. You don't take any damage.
And then I'm also going to use wholeness of body so I get some hit points back.
Can you do that? Isn't that
I
an
can.
action?
No. Oh, is that? Yeah, you're right. It is an action. My bad. That's fine. And then
Okay.
the punching was sufficient.
You guys like stand in awe of your elephant friend standing in the middle of a now
Would-
elephant-free 15-foot circle.
Would Cleve have gone with them though? Because if he was being held into the ground,
Cleve
it was
would in
eating
fact,
me.
Cleve would in fact have gone with the dinosaur. Yes, that is correct.
Oh,
But at least
dear.
he would manage to maintain his
Yeah,
hold.
I was
though.
in its mouth.
sorry, Cleve. I was hoping that might distract him.
Cleve, you are no longer grappled, but you are next to the dinosaur. It dropped you when it got kicked into a tree. So you are now prone on the ground next to the dino, and the dinos are both looking at Grolden with something approaching animalistic respect.
Newfound respect.
They're looking at the alpha of the pack here. Shrimp, your turn.
Yeah, am I restricted since I'm under it?
Make a strength check.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see how it fell across you.
A dumb question. Isn't his thought form like semi-incorporeal, or is it?
No, not really. It's translucent and stuff, but it doesn't say anything about not being a thing. That's 17.
Yeah, you like in your semi-psychic state, you can wiggle out of there, no issue.
Okay. Yeah. Misty Step.
I don't know. Okay, so you,
This way, and then dash. I'm just running away.
damn it, dinosaur. Okay, so you just like whoop, teleport away.
Yep.
Okay, so you bonus action Misty Step.
Yep. Dash action and just run.
Oh, you're just like straight up like fleeing.
Yeah, no, I'm nearly dead from one attack, so I'm
Okay.
not staying here.
Okay. Shrimp is like yoink into the forest.
Can you at least
okay.
laser them or something?
No, I don't have any abilities that can deal with these guys. I'm not gonna risk. Like, I went close enough to use my spells, and I got my ass nearly bit off.
What happened to all those mind powers you were using previously? Holy moly, man.
Yeah, no, that doesn't actually stop a giant dinosaur from eating you, especially when there's like, well, 3 of them anymore. But yeah, no, I'm gone. Hey, at least happy I didn't use the option 2, which is I use the crystal on myself and banish myself.
Cleve, your turn.
Would have been amusing.
Cleef is gonna bonus action disengage.
Okay.
Immediately mouth laser.
Alright.
So,
Get your place.
Was it 13?
Yeah, so that's 16.
Yep. Alright, roll your damages.
And it takes a 21 necrotic damage. I then
1 point.
move away.
Okay, so you just like run the hell away. Try and make some distance between these guys. Okay, it's all good. Ian,
Actually,
your
I'm
turn.
starting to think maybe in my turn I should have also run away. I forgot that I could move after the attack, but yeah, this is problematic.
Brian, your turn.
Okay. The Allosaurus that's prone, would I have disadvantage on attacks against it, given its
With
size?
ranged weapons. Yes, unfortunately.
Okay. No, that's fine. I was just curious. Okay, it's down on the ground, so that's cool. So what I'm going to do, if it's down on the ground, it can't attack me. First off, I'm going to cast Hexblade's Curse as a bonus action. So +3 to damage, crit on 19 or 20, and regain 10 hits. And then I am going to move in, and I am going to attack it with. I'm going to use the Dawn Hammer in one hand, so I can use it one-handed, and my short sword as my pack weapon, which gives me two attacks with my pack weapon and an attack with the Dawn Hammer on it, and see what happens.
Okay. Alright, roll your hits.
All 3 hit.
Alright.
Okay, Dawn Hammer is D8 in one hand, short sword is D6. Okay, so let's do the one attack with the Dawn Hammer.
Mm-hmm.
That is 3 points of damage.
Okay.
Time stop.
And the short sword is 15 points of damage.
Alrighty, so that's 18 points of damage in total.
Yep.
You mildly annoyed.
Dumb question, because it's prone, do I get any advantages on my attacks with it?
Yeah, you roll with
Doesn't matter.
advantage to hit.
Ooh, so I... Oh, okay, so I should have rolled those
Disadvantage
with
with ranged
advantage.
hits. Advantage. Yeah, if a target is prone, you get disadvantage with ranged weapons and advantage with melee weapons against it.
Okay, all 3 of my attacks hit, but is it like... can I just roll
Sure.
to...
Fish for crits.
Yes. None of them are crits, but still, it was worth a shot.
No problem. Okay.
18 in there, I was hopeful.
No problem. Alisaur's turn. Looking at the alpha of this pack of yours,
Ow,
they're going
badger.
to just like run over to try and get a nibble on you, Grolden.
That is problematic.
That is a little bit problematic. What's your AC?
Would you believe 25? No, it's 19.
I was gonna say, oh my god, what is with my dice tonight? Natural 20.
Jesus.
You guys may have to just drag my bloody body out of the ring and then heal me.
You're assuming there'll be anybody left.
Oh my god almighty.
You'll have to cut my bloody body out of its belly and then revive me.
Oh, I hear the ambulance coming.
Yep, they're coming to pick me up.
First it's
That was not a good
82
noise.
damage.
Sorry, how much?
82 points of damage.
Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, we're done.
Fuck.
Second one hits 27.
I mean, you really don't have to carry on. I'm
That's
down.
failed death saves. Wow, I
failed
think you've
death
actually
saves.
just killed Growlton.
Let's see, second one attacks with these 2 attacks. 1. And
Say another
natural
natural
20 again.
Oh, that makes me very
So-
sad.
So he's dead because natural 20s.
Yeah,
Aren't crits?
Everything when they're
double.
down
Oh
counts.
yeah, the devil's dead. Yeah.
He's just been hit by 4 attacks whilst he's down. That counts as 8 death sails.
Yeah. He did.
So Matt, what's your next character gonna be?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to give it some thought.
Shit! Shit! Did not expect that many natural 20s, not gonna lie. Well, seeing the head of your pack, according to them, slain, this one's going to stand up and roar triumphantly and like try and posture to like scare you off, like from its meal, from its stegosaurus, like away from my meat. Okay, this one's done. I suppose they can move, so this one's going to run towards Douglas, Brian, and this one's going to stay by the meat. Sure you people don't try and run past it to grab its meat. And okay, so that's those 2 done. This one, Brian, the one nearest you, is going to try and make a nobble on you.
Doesn't it have to get up first?
Yeah, takes off its movement, gets up,
Okay.
and natural 20.
Which do nothing at
Wow!
Thank God for adamantine armor.
Where are these
Hang on.
dice, Griff?
Dude, I'm
Delete-
telling you. this
Delete
is
those
dumb.
dice. Delete those dice and get some.
It's the same dice I use for every fight. That's the funny part.
I can use as a reaction to the first attack. I can cast shield on myself. Yes,
You can.
but part of my cape because
Cloak,
that's what
yeah.
I'm going to do.
That's got
And
5 to your AC, right?
yes, so my armor class goes up to 23.
That doesn't. You don't really
But
have to
if
do
they're
that.
both,
because
okay, if they're both
20s,
natural
so.
20s, then it's not going to make a difference. So
Both.
don't bother.
First one's only 27 points of damage.
Okay, that's
Second
me
one is-
down to 0.
37 points of damage on the follow-up hit with a tail slam for 2 failed death saving throws.
Yeah.
Wow.
Everyone.
Wow. No plan. That.
So
Okay, Brienne's down, so that's gonna be the Allosauri that are left. Cleave?
Isn't there a third one that was knocked down?
Uh,
Oh no. Yeah, no.
Oh no.
no, the one that got killed by
Yeah,
Douglas.
sorry, I realized. Yeah.
Okay, so that's them done with their turn. God damn. Apparently, I just need to use more dinosaurs. Razgor, your turn. You've just seen Gralden get literally battered into the earth and torn up pretty badly by these massive lizard creatures that did a number on your pup. You saw Brienne battered to the ground, and also Nord, and she looks to be bleeding out but still hanging on by a thread. What would you like to do?
I'm going to take out my shield.
hang on a sec. Sorry, just before that. Sorry, just give me one sec.
Desperately
Fine.
finding ways not to be dead.
No, I have something very. Once per day, if I'm reduced to 0 hit points or less, I can instead choose to be at hit points equal to my character level.
Oh wow.
So I choose now is the time.
Razgor, you look down at the bleeding form of Brienne, and you see the blood that is busy running out of her in veritable streams into the thirsty, loamy earth around her start to become translucent, and then dark, and then brackish, stagnant water starts pumping from the wounds instead of blood. And you see her breathing steady, and then you see her eyes flutter open again.
This was simpler when she was dead.
Okay, so Brienne, you are currently at 8 hit points, I believe.
Yes.
Do any of these look hurt?
I mean, they look annoyed.
Alright. Razgor's gonna pull out his shield. He's going to cast Shield of Faith. As a bonus action.
All right.
Then he's going to... See, I can step in to his area and not get attacked as long as I don't leave it.
Correct. Yes.
And I didn't want them to spread out. So I'm going to come into here.
Okay.
And I'm going to Hail Mary. And I'm going to use my divine thing. My divine... Channel Divinity. That's the word I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
As an action. And I'm going to try to roar louder than the other Allosaurus did. And they...
To try and scare them off.
Yeah, he's out of the cone, I think. But everything within 30 feet, meeting these two, have to be a DC 15. Wisdom? You must short rest.
Good to tell me, mate. Sorry, I'm making some
This allows you to
dice.
channel energy when you choose.
It's gonna keep
I've made-
It's gonna keep all those dice he's rolling 20s with.
Oh no, it's charisma.
Use them when he really wants to kill a player.
No, wait, no, it's based off charisma.
Oh no, I've made 2 new dice did all their saves.
It says the effect requires saving throw DC 15.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's wisdom, but it says saved charisma. I think that means it's
Yeah, it's
based off my charisma
charisma.
though.
Possibly. Let me have a look for you quickly. What's it called? Aura of?
Channel Divinity. Oh, you know, let me look in here.
Damn paladins.
Yeah, a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, let's see. So, let's have a look-see. Tyrannosaurus have got a wisdom saving throw of +1. So, as long as we roll a 14, we'll be fine.
Don't do it.
Don't do it, man. Don't roll that 14.
Don't do it.
There's the dice I just rolled. Oops,
Where?
that one rolled over. It was a 5 and a 1. So that's 2 fails.
Okay.
So, you guys see Razgor put up his shield, like kind of like cover his head, close his eyes, run into the middle where Brienne is like on the ground, and a unearthly roar echoes out from him. Like the trees, like the leaves are shook loose from the trees, and the roar just goes on and on and on and on, like far past what his lung capacity could possibly have provided. And when he's done, Razgor, what are the effects of your channel divinity?
So they are frightened,
So they have to move away from you on their turn, yeah?
but they're within my aura of conquest, so they can't move. Their speed is 0. And
Okay.
They have was it disadvantage on attacks?
So they're just kind of like stuck there. They can't attack you because they're trying to flee you, but they can't move either.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're just literally frozen in terror by your aura that you're projecting. Okay.
And they have
He
disadvantage
says-
on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of fear is within line of sight.
Okay. Damn. That is
I'm
That was
pretty
not
assuming-
within.
And I'm assuming that if I attack any of them, that negates that effect.
No.
They're not scared of you. They're scared of Razgor.
Okay.
Also, I would suggest disengaging while they're locked in place.
That is the plan.
Oh, and
Okay,
they
I'll
take
go-
4 damage on their turn, which
Oh,
I'm sure will
okay.
kill them both.
I'm sure. Douglas! What is Douglas doing?
Douglas is gonna engulf Brienne
Okay.
and then
Sorry, that's an action, but I'm hasted. Do I still get an attack?
I believe...
Yeah, you get an attack, because the haste gives you an action, but you can only use it as an attack.
Single attack.
And a
believe
singular attack.
Oh. Well, that's 13.
Yeah, it's a hit.
Yeah, and you're blessed, so
Oh, yeah. You forget about it. That's 17 damage.
17 points damage. Okay, you wham! Slam the axe down on the creature. Alright. It looks annoyed and scared and confused, and it's a dinosaur, and why is there things in my brain? I don't know!
And he's dead. He's dead.
It's dead. Okay. How long does that Aura Conquest last?
I think until they don't see me no more. 1 minute.
So you're just going to like walk away from them and let them just die from psychic damage. Just let them stand in place and just die. Oh my god, poor thing. Douglas.
Oh, and they can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of his turns.
Oh, okay, that makes it better, I guess. Okay, Douglas, you say you engulf Brienne.
but is Brienne conscious?
Yes. She's
Does
conscious.
Brienne wish to be rescued?
yes.
Then Douglas engulfs Brienne and drops her apparently, moves 30 feet and then dumps her out into a bush.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay. Right. Anything else Douglas is doing?
That's all Douglas can do.
Golden, you bleed. Shrimp.
Hello.
You hear
Instead
this
of-
cries of pain.
Angry. And just
I stopped running for a second to look back, see if anybody's following me, and see nobody's following me, and cast fly on myself.
Okay, so you cast fly on yourself.
And I go 60 feet up.
Woo! Okay, you go up,
And-
and away.
I only have a bonus action left, which I can't really use for anything, so and I'm out of movement now. So yeah, that's me.
Okay. I just need
So-
to do something. Golden.
Do I lose haste?
Yeah.
No,
you don't.
no. Because what do I need to do specifically to keep this?
You need to use your bonus action to maintain concentration.
Oh, crap! Yes, that's what I use my bonus action for. I use it to maintain the devil concentration.
Yeah, Liddy's thing is he can do 2 concentration spells at once if he uses his bonus action to maintain concentration on the first one.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Golden.
Yeah.
Golden. Roll D100.
He's
for
dead.
me.
No, he's dead.
It's very
Dead,
possible.
Jim.
Depends on the dice, Jim.
Can't believe we killed Grolden.
We're gonna roll for divinity now. See what
Horrible
happens.
DM.
Evil DM.
Time for
Evil.
divine intervention, boys.
I see somebody rename Geraldin's token.
Wasn't me.
Oh wow, that's cool.
That is cruel.
100.
Is that
100 on the dot. Shit. That is 92 higher than you needed to roll.
Oh dear. Or if you had aimed it in the right direction, exactly the right amount.
Literally the worst roll you could have done.
Okay. You guys, still in the clearing, see Gralden's corpse flash with flames. And it looks like his flesh tries to knit back together again, and for a moment you see movement, like almost like he's trying to get back up again. And then his remains just like
I
deflate
mouth
back.
laser out of fear.
Bros.
Don't want a zombie elephant.
Wow.
Wow.
Shrimp, you've gone Cleef. Your turn.
So these things, can they do anything?
They can move away from Razgor, or they can come attack you.
No, they can't. Their speed is
They can-
0.
Oh shit, you're right.
Could
because
they
of the second-
attack me if I was close to them?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Then I do
Anything
not go
in
close
range.
to them. I dash and I run away over to the bush. Make sure Brienne's okay.
Okay. So you're just abandoning Razgor there to deal with it.
No,
Okay.
Douglas will go and help in a minute.
Yeah.
Anything
from
else?
We're
you're
abandoning
doing?
Gralden's corpse.
At this distance, Brienne can actually help.
Brienne, your turn then. If Cleef isn't gonna do
Okay,
anything.
well,
Oh, actually, I know
if-
if I can mouth laser. Durr. Durr.
Okay.
mouth laser.
Laser.
That's a hit.
That's a hit. Vengeance for your fallen comrade.
a lot of
That's
sixes.
it's 28.
Oof. Okay, yeah, that's a pretty
damage on
chunky hit.
Which one killed Gralden?
That would be this one.
I hit that one.
Okay, you just like, blah, and you like carve out a big chunk of its thigh and knees. And its legs are starting to look really messed up. Okay, Brienne, your turn.
Okay, from this distance I'm safe. They can't move, so they can't get close to me to attack me. I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast on this one that's closest to me, but still out of range. It can't do anything to me. Ha ha ha. And let's attack.
Okay, roll your attacks. Or your beams, I should say. Hit.
Both hit.
Okay. Roll your damages.
Come on, roll good for once. 14 damage on the Eldritch Blasts.
Okay, 14 points of damage to the unwounded one. Alrighty. That's gonna put us back at Doug.
No, that's the one that fell over. That
yeah,
was
didn't take much damage from that.
Okay, well.
It's not even
Yeah, but I
bloody.
did, yeah, but I did shoot it with 2 crossbow bolts earlier.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Allosaurus' turn. They can't
Seeing-
move.
Seeing the Eldritch energy spark off that one, I'm like, focus this one down.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay. Razgor. These two are both gonna bite you. Or attempt to anyway. What's your AC currently with haste and divine shield running?
25.
25. My god, that is pretty beefy.
Doesn't matter.
Sorry.
You're gonna roll 15 crits.
I'm rolling them out in the open so you can see. It's 1 miss and 1 hit. And then
with
second
with
one...
with disadvantage.
No.
Frightened. yes.
Oh, yes! Actually, you are entirely correct, sir. You are entirely correct. So seldomly have to deal with frightened. Okay, so that's both misses. And then the second one is going to attack you as well. Misses. And second attack. Misses. Oh, that disadvantage. That disadvantage. Okay. So yeah, both of these like clawing and snapping at you, but they're like blinking and like trying to back away from you because they feel pain, but they don't understand where the pain is coming from because it's in their minds and they don't have the mental equipment necessary to, you know, connect causality with you small thing there making your brain hurt. They're just confusion, lots of flailing and snapping and biting and even snapping at each other a couple of times, but no hits land on you. You
And then-
are safe.
And they both take 4 psychic damage.
You both take 4 psychic. So this one, however, let's see, I'm gonna roll spell. Does he decide to come over there to abandon their meat? He does. Okay, so this one is gonna make a beeline for you.
But as soon as he gets in range of the aura, he's gonna stop dead, isn't he?
Don't know, is that aura like a continuous effect that people can come into, or?
I don't think so.
So, first one runs up. It's going to attempt to bite you. saw that, right? You saw that happen, and it wasn't even me. So the first hit's a natural 20. And these are different dice.
Mulligan, Mulligan, for the love of God, Mulligan.
Okay, so 25 to hit in the second one. Natural 20 on the first one. Oh my god. Roll ones.
Why? Why?
Asgore. First hit. Luckily I rolled 2 ones and a 2 and a 3. It's not as bad. First hit deals 59 points of damage.
Can
That's
Cleve
just-
have that for me? Can
I try my hardest to backflip and make him take half damage.
It doesn't seem to do much. Asgore, yeah, it's 59 is the first one hits you, connects. Second one. Okay. The gods have heard your prayers, apparently. Second one is 17 points of damage. A lot of ones. How are we looking there, Asgore? Please don't be dead. I don't want to kill 2 players in one session.
7 HP.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay, that is good. That is good. Do you have any spells that can frighten things?
I can compel duel.
Okay, so that's the Allosaurus turn. Douglas.
Hello. Douglas is gonna come back over here. Attempt to pick up Razgor.
Razgor, are you allowing yourself to be picked up?
If I move away from these, they're gonna kill me. So
Only if you
Well-
move away.
Involuntary movement is not
Yes,
your
only if you move away yourself.
yeah, I'll
Do you wish to be medevaced by a water elemental?
yes.
Razgor, yeah. Douglas is gonna pick him up, nod at him, and hurl him into the bushes over by Cleef and Brienne. The soft
Make
bushes.
a strength check.
It's a good thing he's got 18 strength. 8.
Don't forget bless.
Oh,
Douglas
oh
was
god.
blessed.
Oh, 12.
That's
Come on, be nice.
I'm
Yeah,
looking
nice.
at how far you can throw a cow for comparison. Hold up.
Come on, be nice. Just let it happen, like a good deed.
Douglas is
Roll-
also.
You've already killed the
Douglas
party
is also
member,
large.
potentially 2.
Yeah, so I'm looking at. He's large. You should be able to throw him about 20 feet.
Yeah,
So
throw him
4
into this
squares.
bush.
Okay, so you yeet him into the tree.
3.
Okay, Razgor, you were unceremoniously ejected by a geyser of water from the body, expelled from Douglas to safety, away from these creatures, leaving Douglas to deal with the angry, stabbed one.
And then Douglas is gonna try and make himself like as wide as possible to make a water wall. If he can do
Shroom,
that.
your turn.
Hello, 60 feet back to this way, which is somewhere here-ish?
Yeah.
I think.
You see Brienne's armor rent.
I don't
in
see
places.
anything. I'm top of the bushes.
Oh.
Top of the
Okay.
trees, remember? I'm
Oh.
floating.
All he can
the
see
dinosaurs,
is
but that's it.
dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs and
Dead
dead body of
Gralden.
Gralden.
Okay, okay, float closer, bonus action to maintain concentration on 2 things. Actually, no, wait, did Razgor go down?
No.
No.
Still up.
Okay, so he's just gonna eat it for fun of
He's
it.
7 HP.
Okay, that's fine.
No, it's not. No, it is not. I'll be right back.
Whatever, let's blink at them. Which one is the most worn down looking one? That one, okay, magic missile level 1.
Pew pew pew! You see the tiny darts of silver energy come flying in from overhead.
And I get reroll ones because fancy stuff. She's a total of 9 points of damage. Pew pew.
Pew, pew, pew. You see the darts like slam into the creature, staggering it a little bit. And still up.
Oh yeah, I know.
Keith! Your turn. What would you like to do?
Cleve's gonna just say to everyone, we need to leave. And then is gonna backflip, beam this one.
This one.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's like you say 18. That's a hit.
18 points damage.
No, 18 to hit.
Yeah, that's AC 13, yeah?
Ugh. Ugh. 24.
24 points damage. Okay, that does quite a lot of damage. It looks like it is now starting to reconsider attacking you guys. Like, it's taking a lot of damage. Anything else that Cleve is doing?
If possible, just help Brienne hobble away.
Okay. Brienne, you guys are hobbling. What would you like to do?
Actually, just give me a sec, yeah.
The only one that can currently follow Razgor is the other two are both locked in place as long as he's in line of sight of them. And within 30 feet, actually. 2,
Yeah.
3, 5.
So, yeah. So how is that one looking? The one that could potentially follow and attack us?
It's looking very injured, although it's an animal, so it's inclined to maybe like back off. Maybe. Depends on how it goes next round.
Okay. Okay, that's a 60-foot range. Okay, I'm going to risk this. In this center, in the center between all three dragons, I am going to cast Summon Lesser Demons.
Oh my god. Please.
Am I dead?
No, you're still alive.
No, this is in the center of them. It's something I can do which will distract them so that they might either kill us or kill them. Okay, I need to roll a d6.
You need to remind me to actually make demon models.
I roll 2, so that's 2 demons of challenge rating 1 or lower. The DM chooses
Challenge rating-
demons.
How many of them?
2.
2.
Sort of-
So.
Yeah, sort of between Douglas and the Allosaurus.
Oh, I got him.
Sure.
If I could summon them on top of
Yeah,
the
I'm just
fucking
looking at the
Allosaurus,
challenge-
I would.
I'm just looking at the challenge rating quickly for them. Challenge rating 1. It'll be more demon. More demon. Why did they
More
make demon
demons?
tokens? More demons. Perfect. So you're just dumping.
Dumping them. If I could, I would dump them on top of the dinosaurs. But for now, I'll settle for putting them between Douglas and the dinosaurs. But the idea is to have them facing the dinosaurs.
Boop. Boop. Okay, and they
So
just start attacking everything, right?
But yeah, they attack everything in sight, and that's why I wanted them facing the dinosaurs, because then they'll attack the dinosaurs and not Douglas.
And roll. I believe I need to roll initiative for these bad boys.
Yeah. You roll for them as a group.
So that's 11 plus they have a dex of -1, so 10. So technically they go before Douglas. Okay, we got some new players on the field. Okay, you guys just see Brienne mutter under her breath and then move her hand in like a hooking downward gesture, like she's pulling, yanking something out, and all the grass in like a 5-foot radius around her just shrivels and dies. And then you just smell sulfur as you see these wavering mirage images solidify into these brutish, monkey-like, misshapen muscle creatures that are definitely of not this world.
And then with
wise.
Cleve's help, I'm going to start limping back. Like, how far can I go?
Your normal movement.
Normal movement, yeah.
Okay, so now it's Dinosaur's turn. New challenger. So the one closest is going to have a go at the demon there.
These two are still frightened and still have disadvantage.
Mm-hmm. That is the best roll.
everybody.
Like the worst I've rolled for these guys all night, pretty much, for an attack roll, and it's against the bloody demon. So that's 11 to hit, which is a miss, and 19, which is a hit. How much AC have they got? 33. That's not.
You got rolled out with disadvantage.
No, this one doesn't have disadvantage.
Oh, I'm sorry, the red one.
It's all good. 22 plus 7, 29 points of damage. Okay, so he bites the demon, leaving it on 4 HP.
That's fine. That's another round that Douglas survives.
Does he not see how scared his buddies are, and therefore is scared because they are scared?
He is scared and confused, and when he tastes this meat that he's just bitten into, this like a rotten, sulfurous, disgusting meat, he bellows, steps a few feet away, and like looks back, expecting them to follow, and then kind of like stops, confused as to like why they aren't coming. Okay, Razgor, your turn.
Alright, I'm going to use my action to lay on hands.
Mm-hmm.
For everything.
I'm gonna leave 3. In case I gotta pick y'all up.
Alright.
So that's plus 37. Where's my hit point? Oh, they're so low.
Wait, that's not a saving throw. Okay. Anything else that you're doing?
How far away is this one? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'd have to get closer. I'm just gonna use. So that was my action.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use my hasted action just to throw Azure Edge at the one that's hurt.
Can you throw her? I don't recall.
Yeah, for a charge.
Oh,
get
shit!
3 charges
Yeah,
for
yeah.
hurling.
Yeah, I remember. Okay, make your attack roll.
With bless. Tell you, that D4's been a lifesaver.
I've got to roll a 3.
You never know.
He rolled a 3.
16, 20,
17.
27.
Yeah, that's a hit. Okay, roll damage. Are you smiting?
Yeah, I'll put a first level smite into it, because that's all I have left. 24 points of damage.
You see the axe fly forward and then suddenly burst into blinding white-blue light, and then just keep going straight through the dinosaur. And, like, embeds itself in a rock behind her. Like, on the other side of the clearing. And you see this thing just, like, collapse with this hole torn through the middle of it.
Then I'll hold my hand up and call it back.
You guys just see Razgor, like, hold his hand up, like, palm out. And you hear a cracking sound as the blade pulls free from the stone and then flies backwards to slam with a back into his palm.
And I'm... See, if I back up, they can move.
Suppose technically you could just stay there till they die from the psychic damage now.
We could actually do that.
Yeah, I'll hold my ground. Wait,
Okay.
did the other one just run away?
Other one's dead. You guys have killed two of them.
We've killed 2 of them, 2 left. And these 2
Okay.
we can actually kill
And
by
this one's pretty
attrition.
weak.
Didn't they get to save against the effect?
Those two, yes, they get to save. That's actually a very good point. Thank you, Liddy, for reminding me.
Liddy,
That's decent.
why?
Because I am that guy who must make sure that the rules are followed.
Yeah,
Listen, that-
he flies around making sure he's perfectly safe whilst everyone else dies.
Yes.
Hey, man. You don't have to worry about other people becoming God if you're the only one left.
After having the monster attacking and be knocked over by his friendly teammate who then fled and then get completely shredded.
Did they have disadvantage on the saves, Razgor? Because the one that rolled an 18 and the other one rolled a 19.
Yes, they have disadvantage.
Ability
Razgor?
checks.
Razgor, they have disadvantage.
So they can both act as normal now next turn. Okay.
Alright, so I'm going to... Shit, Yeah, I'll just
Please?
back up to Brian and Van Cleef, and I'm walking back holding my shield up.
Okay, that gets out of the effect, right? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay. So you just back away from them. Okay, Demon's turn. Demons are gonna go.
Which
Ham.
one's still frightened?
This one is a little bit frightened. If you step any further back, you will no longer be frightened. No, but both of them ended the effect, actually.
No,
technically.
they stay. Oh, they both saved.
Yeah, 18 and 19. They're the
Oh,
dice.
then yeah, they're not frightened anyway. So it only works if they're frightened.
Okay. Okay, so demons are gonna go ham on the closest dinosaurs to them. First one, second one. Fudge. 5 plus what's the demon attack bonus?
Oh, for
Action
goodness
5
sake.
plus 4. 9, so miss. 12, miss. Both demons miss. On their frenzied attacks against the dinos. And that's
Oh,
gonna
for
be
goodness sake.
their turn.
I demand a reroll. This bullshit where the dinosaurs get the 20. You are doing something to those dice. Those dice are loaded.
Wow.
Waited.
Weighted digital dice. Okay. That's gonna be Douglas' turn.
Are the demons blessed because you summoned them?
No, they weren't summoned when I cast Bless, sadly.
Sadly.
Douglas.
Although, by implication, because I was blessed when I summoned them, that blessing could surely extend to them, couldn't it?
You want to make some contracts?
Now, hang on, I'm rules lawyering here. I want those +4s. They gotta do something.
So, Douglas.
I mean, you can get them. You just got to sign on the dotted line.
This one's looking the most messed up, yeah?
Relatively, yes, but not like it's gonna go down anytime soon.
How's this one looking?
Almost completely uninjured.
Alright, yeah, Douglas is gonna multi-attack that one then.
Okay.
2 hits.
It hit. Nice. Go, Douglas.
12
Cool.
and 11.
Okay, 23 points damage. Alright, Douglas like slam, slam, and expecting it to fall over, and shit, this one's still standing.
That's
Okay.
Douglas.
That's Douglas. Shrimp, your turn.
Hello. I'm over here now. Let's see how far I can make it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so somewhere over, hovering above them. I have no idea how to make my token hover, but whatever.
Yeah.
I'm somewhere above them,
Yeah.
and I don't remember what my plan was anymore.
Shit, I'm here now.
Actually,
update rocks.
well, I mean, this is... Yeah, let me just get the fucks out of nowhere. This has never worked before, and I'm gonna drop my concentration on Razgor's haste,
Okay.
and cast banishment on this one.
Asgore, you can no longer take actions or move until after your next turn as a wave of lethargy sweeps over you. As
I
the-
may have forgotten about that was a thing, but yes, that
That
happens.
one ended badly.
Okay. And then so you're casting what set, lady?
Banishment.
Banishment. So you're gonna send him to pocket plane for a minute or so, yeah?
Correct, for a minute.
Okay, so let's roll. What's the DC on that?
It is 16. Charisma.
Charisma. Tiny's
It's
are
kind
well
of,
now.
kind of a lot of charisma, can it?
2 minus
Okay.
3. So
2
negative
points.
1.
Okay, it
It went negatives, it's permanently banished.
It's like,
Never coming back.
so this one, eh?
Oh no, the one that has never been hit before, or this one, the guy
This
who.
one, that one's more injured.
Whichever one's less injured.
Okay, so this one just poof. You guys just see wub 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 pop. Dino go poop. Is there anything else you'd like to do, sir?
No, because I have to use a bonus action to concentrate on 2 spells now again.
Sure, Keith.
Cleef is probably gonna regret this, but Cleef is going to action dash, bonus action dash, all the way over to here.
Okay.
And then you
Okay.
just get on the ground next to the corpse.
You're gonna hide under his
Pretending
dead
to be
body.
dead, or
No, just waiting until I have an action to put him in my bag of holding.
Brian, your turn.
Okay. Fuck. Okay, I can't leave Razgor standing here, so. Okay. 2 more Eldritch. Give me
Crossbow ball.
yeah, crossbow bolts. That is that the one that I cast Hexblade's Curse on?
No, the one you call Six Blaze Curse on is currently in a pocket realm.
Okay, cool. So yeah, then I'm gonna find my crossbow, 2 bolts at it. Thank goodness for dex attack, so that's with advantage.
Nope.
Yeah, Cleave's dex thing doesn't give bonus to attacks. Sorry, yeah.
Correct.
Okay, well both attacks hit.
Mm-hmm.
It's 9 and 8, 17 points of damage.
Okay, 17 points of damage. No problem. Anything else?
Lay on hands is an action, so no, it's fine for now.
Alrighty. So, Brian,
Razgor was
that's
in
your
front
turn.
of me, so
Allosaurus. Looks around. Companion dead. Other companion just missing. No idea what the hell's going on. It's gonna make a morale check. And decides, fuck it. It's gonna try and maul the demon closest to it, so
That's
attack
fine.
against the first one.
which has only got like 4 hit points, so if it kills it, it's fine.
I'm not even gonna bother rolling. 13 to hit. Small demons have an AC of 13, so it's a hit. Not gonna bother rolling. That one dies. And then 18 on the second one, so that's a hit. And then just roll that, which we get on the second. 25 plus 7, so 32. And they have 33 hit points on the dot. So this one has got 1 hit point remaining. This one is quite
on.
literally torn limb from limb after 6 seconds in this world.
Come on, little demon. Next
Razgor,
round's you, buddy.
you can move or take action. So you're a vegetable currently.
That's sort of.
Um,
I'm just sort of like holding on to Razgor under one arm, just trying to support him.
okay, Demon's going to go ham on the Allosaur. Manages to hit. I'm actually quite surprised by that. Demon's going to hit him and deal what? 2d8 plus 2. Okay. Pretty low. I suppose your CR1. Ooh. 11 points of damage. To
Yeah,
the
baby.
Allosaur. Glorious. And Douglas, your turn.
Douglas is gonna move around to this side to block the
Yeah.
block its the view of me collecting the corpsicle.
Which coincidentally also means it's flanking it if it's attacking. Because the demon's on the other side.
And then he's gonna multi-attack.
Go, Douglas. We believe in you.
What
Do
is
Roll the damages.
13
Ooh.
and
I
16.
had Shield of Faith up when I took all that damage, didn't I?
You had, yeah.
I used some concentration checks.
Oh no. Well, you're buggered now anyway, so it's fine. Okay. Douglas is going to score his second dinosaur kill of the evening by slamming this one and breaking its ankle. Okay, you guys have got 9 rounds remaining until the other one gets back. What would you like to do?
Douglas is gonna move and make himself tall, so the dinosaur's head is gonna be in the water when it comes back.
Oh shit! Yeah, and this demon is going to go ham on Douglas.
Oh, no.
no, I'm dismissing the demon. I'm ending the spell.
Pop! Ah! Okay, so demon goes by.
Yeah.
Okay, so going from the top, Shrimp, what are you doing in the time that your banishment has brought the party?
I'm gonna ask, what are we doing? Escapade, or we're gonna wait until it comes back and just hit it with all we got?
Well, we've killed 3, and the village needs the meat. Well, we've got to stay. If we don't, the
Okay.
people in the village are
Let
gonna
it
they're
focus
gonna
on
die.
Douglas. Hit it from range.
Yeah.
Did you remember how much damage I took?
You had
Douglas
7
has
hit
more
points
health than
remaining.
you.
You had 7 hit points remaining. Then you used to lay on hands everything except for 3 hit points. So however much that total is. You took a lot of damage. It took enough damage that you'd have to roll a nat 20 to pass the... Or you have to roll at least above a 20 to be able to pass the... Doesn't have to be a nat 20. You roll 20 or above to pass your concentration check. Because it was like 50 something damage if I recall. Okay, so... Shrimp, you're positioning yourself for magic, I take it.
Right on top of it.
Cleave.
So I can just hammer it down with Psionic Blast.
I'm
Okay.
scooping Gralden into the bag of holding, and,
Okay,
then,
you're shoveling Gralden's dog meat into the bag.
and then getting ready to start mouth lasering.
Mouth lasering, okay. And Brienne, you're going to do what when it comes back?
I'm first off, I'm flying, so I'm going to be up about 40 feet in the air, and I'm going to be also prepared to blast it with everything I've got. So
Oh yeah, obviously I dropped down to 30 feet, so I can actually blast it in range.
Does not affect
Okay.
multiple people when you cast it.
Sorry,
my
what's
fly, yes, and my fly will affect Razgor as well. Because my
Okay.
fly can affect 2 people. Thank you for reminding me, Razgor.
Oh,
Allosaurus turn,
just wanted to help
Razgor.
you out.
What's Razgor gonna do?
Razgor is going to. Okay, I don't know if that'll work. I think Razgor's just running an action to throw his axe at it when it comes back.
Okay, so you're gonna go slightly closer in the air.
I'm also going to use my
Oh, I
lay
can
on
throw it,
hands
like,
for
60 feet.
everything I've got.
Okay. Demons are gone.
Yeah.
Douglas is making himself big. Okay, so unless there's any more prep you guys want to do.
I'm laying on hands for 5,
Okay.
which is everything I've got.
Okay, next round passes.
Uh,
Anything else you guys
for-
doing?
Quick question. For Wrathful Smite, it says hit with a melee weapon attack. Does throwing a melee weapon count, or does it have to be in hand smack?
Have a look.
It's actually a good
I think
question.
any throw is considered a ranged attack, so yes, it should be just a melee slap. But I don't know, maybe there's special conditions for that.
I'm just having a look. Can the paladin use it? No, you have to make an actual melee attack, even if the weapon has the thrown property.
Okay.
Okay, so anything else you guys are doing?
No, just preparing my spell
You guys, you're
before
a-
it comes back.
You're a as the creature like appears extremely bewildered, like what? As it like roars and looks around, very very confused. Starting with Shrimp, hammering it with a
4th level Psionic Blast.
okay.
Well, it's an extra d6. Oh yeah, I forgot to take an extra d8. Where's the d8s in here? There's one.
Here by the giant dice pile next to you and Hippo.
Oh, there was a d8 right next to me. Oh well. Okay. I can reroll once, but that was still terrible. 7 and 1 is not bad. 24 damage. Wow, that's a disappointing.
Okay, and it must make a save, right?
Yep, let's make a Dex 16 save.
3 plus 0. Fails the save and it gets knocked prone, right?
Correct. It does. Theoretically, it also gets pushed 20 feet away, but I'm not sure how that works with it being, me being right above it.
Pushed into the dirt.
Pert into the dirt, yeah.
He's
You're just
buried.
pushing him into the dirt. Okay, so boy goes down, goes prone. Next person in the turn order is Cleave. Cleave, what are you doing?
Getting attacked by a cat apparently. Go away.
Yeah.
Gonna
weird
bonus
sounding
action
dinosaur.
dash to get all up in it. And
Yeah.
then stab.
Sneak attack. Okay, with advantage since it's on the ground. Okay, that's a hit. Roll them damages.
Green flame blading it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, come on, dice move.
Near.
30 points of damage.
God damn. Okay. Giant glowing blade straight into the creature's ribs. Second person. Brienne, what are you doing?
Even though I've got disadvantage on it, I'm going to fire 2 crossbow bolts at the thrashing.
Go for it. 2 d20s.
Oh, I'm gonna this.
What's that, Rasgor?
If I've got a plan I'm gonna regret.
Oh.
One's a natural 20.
That would have
and the
been so
other
good.
one's a 7. That's so not fair. Can't I have the natural 20?
No.
It's
Yeah,
not
the
a
other
hit.
one?
Only
It's-
Griff gets those.
It's still a hit though, because it's like 14.
Okay, roll your second hit. Or roll your second attack. Apparently so, Hippo. This dice is shit hot tonight.
Roll my bless.
Mm-hmm. That's a hit.
Yeah, that's 13 on the nose to hit the second attack.
Okay, so roll your
Okay,
damage. with
And the
crossbow
beauty
bolts.
is, okay, so that's +4, that's 8, +3 is 6, so that's +4. I love Hexblade's Curse.
Mm-hmm.
13 plus 14 is 27.
27 as you fired your 2 crossbow bolts into the ribs of the thrashing creature, and you see it go limp and stop its movement and
Thank
die.
you, Mr. DM, for being nice to us.
And you guys are left standing. I was not nice. The dice were
Do you call
vicious
that
today.
nice?
The
He let us
You're
kill
left
the last
standing.
one.
in the clearing,
Okay.
surrounded by forest noises.
And there's still one that ran away.
No, we
No,
got all
no.
4 of them.
All
We
of them
killed all
did.
4 of them?
Yeah,
Yes.
we killed all 4.
You
Okay,
killed one,
um,
Rasgor.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna need to regroup, and we've got to start butchering these carcasses, and
I think
Nobody
the
going
best.
to
meat
talk
back
about
and-
the elephant in the room?
and
Yeah, I
we've got to do
deposit
something about
Gralden.
Grell. Well, yeah, that's first. Is he out of the bag of holding now again?
Splat.
I check his pulse.
Most of
By
his-
looking at his exposed heart.
Most of his pulse seems to have leaked out into your bag of holding. It's more of a aquarium of holding right now.
I
It's
empty it all.
fish.
Try and
I'm
ventilate.
Yeah,
going
he's
to try.
dead.
I'm going to try putting some healing energy into him, see if he's too far gone.
You pump a hit point into him.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I'm holding his I'll trunk can thing, and I'm going to tearfully pray to my God. We might not be on the best of footing, but we could really use his blessing right now, and to bring our companion back. Freddy, please.
I'm rolling. Hold on.
With a great big cherry on top and a banana split.
Nothing.
I do that classic thing where you run your fingers
Backflip?
across their eyes and make their eyes closed. May he backflip
Well, backflip.
forever in the afterlife, and I do a backflip.
Razor just say he was a fine warrior.
How would he want his
great funeral pyre?
How would he want his belongings distributed? I ask into the air. Because that dragon mask, I don't know, but that just screams me.
Liddy has it.
Oh, does he?
It was
I
mine.
gave it to- Yeah, no, I gave it to-
Okay, sorry.
It's Geralden's.
Yes, you may have the dragon mask,
Thank you, Wind.
but bury me with my gloves
Oh,
so I can throw hands in the afterlife.
I was gonna like give your entire corpsicle to the to your temple people and let them have that as like a relic. But
There you
if
go.
if you want to be buried with it, up to you.
No, give me to them. It's fine. It's all good.
Let them lay him in a sarcophagus, and may his May a worthy student find his gloves one day
I,
and be worthy of the flaming fire, fury fists of fire.
I scoop up his 10 gold, ready to give it to his acolytes.
Sounds good.
And then I put the rest of him back in the bag holding.
I hope you guys
skill.
aren't planning on packing meat in there with him.
No, I mean, Shrimp's still flying, so he could just fly back to town quick and tell us
And
to
we've-
come and collect
and
him.
we've got a
How
car.
far away are we?
About 4
Well,
hours.
But
Yeah, no, I don't think I can fly that long. It's only 10 minutes.
no,
I
but we
think,
can
first of
we
all,
can- we need,
need
to,
to-
set up a camp or do
Yeah.
something and start slaughtering these carcasses.
And take a short rest.
Yeah.
Can I just
Short
shout
rest of
really
slaughtering
loud?
animals.
Lunk!
Yeah, we
Sure.
should have bought like
Everybody
whips
shout
before
at
we-
once. Lunk!
Hold on, let me see if Lunk's in the general area.
God.
Where is Lunk today? He spent several, minutes? Shouting, Lunk! Nothing.
I think if Lunk had been in the area, he would have heard my scream and ran away.
More than likely. So you guys have 4 enormous multi-ton carcasses.
Yo, it's-
Oh,
this ain't all gonna fit in my bag. We're gonna need to make multiple trips.
No, well, we've got the cart, so we can start slaughtering
Yeah.
and loading up, and then between Razgor and I, we can pull the cart back to town and start and come back again with more people to carry on butchering the carcasses.
Silly question. How
Hmm.
much do they weigh intact?
in text, let me see on the stat sheet if they say. Mm. Wow.
Wow.
Ow.
Smaller specimens like these weigh 4.6 tons.
Yeah, I can't carry that in my bag of holding.
Oh, I mean, it's not like we're taking everything over. We're just taking the meat, the prime cut.
Another silly question. Can you cast fly on something that's dead, making it weightless?
Oh. It's not a creature anymore.
Okay. Yeah, I say we set up a little defensive huddle, take a short rest. I'll take my bedroll or something and cover up Gralden. And, y'all want to spend some hit points if we make it through the rest?
Hit points
Yeah.
sound good.
Okay, you
Yeah.
guys make a small camp, get a fire going for some boiling water and such, and start treating your wounds as best you can. Take the time.
Also, see how prime. Actually, no, I can't eat. Never mind.
And then to do the butchering, what do we need to do? Survival checks or what?
Survival checks. Unless you want to just leave the corpses here and then go to town and send a party to come do all of that.
Try and bring some back already, so that we've at least got something in case other wild animals come by and start helping themselves. We can at least make sure that we get as much meat as possible coming back with us on our return trip. Because we don't know what else is in the forest here, so we might come back tomorrow and there might be something else here that's just as big and bad, feasting on everything.
Yum yum. So, where's the survival rolls, boys?
I rolled a 13.
I'm still trying to roll my hit points. I didn't know I get my channel Divinity back on a short rest. That's cool.
That is pretty neat.
Survival check of 16.
Okay.
I'm back to full HP.
Yay.
Yeah,
So you start.
Or is this blessed?
No, this is attack rolls and
That's
ability
guidance. That's right.
check. Yeah.
Okay, so
I rolled
Okay.
17.
Okay. Yeah,
Brienne guiding you guys, she directs you to the softer looking cuts of meat ones that can be easily removed without having to go through too many tendons and break open ribs with crowbars and such, and what organs to avoid to spoil the meat. And eventually you manage to load up the cart after a good 2 hours of butchery.
Who's gonna pull the cart?
Razgor and I can pull it together. I actually have a strength modifier, so I can help.
Yeah, I can drag 1,100 pounds. What, with it being on wheels, what kind of modifier does that make?
Yeah, I'll not gonna Google that. You'll be able to move the cart.
Okay.
Do we load up all the meat?
No.
No.
You load up a cart's worth of meat.
Can I make like one of those? I mean, obviously I can, but would like one of those drag style, not really carts, but kind of like ski sled things? Because I know you can also use those in not snow. Would that improve the carry weight of anybody? Like if I made one for say me, would that help me pull more meat along?
Sure.
What's
What's your strength score?
Every little bit helps.
It's 8.
There should be a drag weight that you can. You can drag.
Drag weight.
It's 3 times your carry weight.
Push, drag, and lift. You can push, drag, lift away twice your carrying capacity, and my carrying capacity is
If you go to equipment and weight
15 times
carried
your strength.
and click on it, it'll tell you push, drag, or lift is.
push, drag, and 240 LB.
Yeah. So you can drag that much.
Does Doug
Okay.
hang around? Or
No.
is he?
Douglas only lasts an hour.
Okay, so I use 10 minutes and fabricate, turn some of the trees into like one of those sled things.
Could you make a second one for Brienne as well?
Actually, yes. If you take it, because we're taking short rest, I also use Arcane Recover to recover
then-
one of my
then you can
level 4 spell
maximize-
slots and use it.
Because
Yep.
that gives us an extra 400 pounds of meat.
Yeah. I also use Arcane Recovery during the short rest to cast another level
Also-
4 spell.
Gotta walk 4 hours home carrying raw, fresh meat that other predators can smell. So maybe save some
I
spell
can.
slots.
Yeah, but I can.
My level
then
4 is not gonna
cast-
help us in combat.
cast minor illusion to create a masking scent. That
Yeah,
would count as a minor illusion,
prestidigitation.
wouldn't it?
That's a lot of
Minor
meat,
is
though.
just an image or an object.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna do scent, unfortunately.
Prestidigitation that does that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys eventually load up your carts. 2 of them, your cart and your 2 sleds. 2 of them magically fabricated by your comrade Shrim.
I mean, I suppose we could just use like the bedroll stuff just to like put it over it, and that would shoot
stuff,
most of
yeah.
the smell.
And let's see, start making your way towards
So-
the town of Homeo.
Do we get like half a dinosaur or a quarter of a dinosaur?
You got about half a dinosaur off that.
Okay.
I have filled the bag of holding with meat, and then I'm carrying Grolden.
Oh, you're carrying it all of them. Okay. Natural 1. No creatures of the forest accost you on your travel back home. Probably scared away by the sound of the cart creaking under the enormous load and the bellows like breath of your comrade, Razgor. And at length you make your way to the town of Homiel, where at first people are looking down at you coming out of the forest with the cart, the newcomers with interest, the old hands that have survived the Battle of the Well and the other strange things that you lot have done with interest, and when they see the giant pile of meat, people start running down, cheering. And then they see Cleve carrying the unmoving form of Gralden. And the joy that was spreading out throughout the town suddenly becomes very, very somber.
I'm taking him right to where his monastery would have been.
Monastery's under. Okay. And, yeah. You guys return. The Burgermeister helps to start organizing people. Suddenly salt becomes an issue. Trying to lay in that much meat is gonna be a problem, but try and best they can cure it as best they can.
There's still
Fires and
But
set up.
at least they'll have they can have a couple of good feasts for the next few days.
Oh yeah, and hunters are brought in and instructed to guide more people into the forest to try and clear out the remaining carcasses as quickly as possible. Cleve, what are you doing with the body of Grolden?
Just putting it in the.
Like-
in the.
Half-built area, under construction.
Yes, consulting his follower people where they'd want it.
Okay, so you step inside the workman-like area where his two followers, whose names I have here with me, Nina and Vera are, and they both kind of like burst into tears as soon as you carry Geralden inside.
I would like to go with them.
Okay. Hello. You just see like walk in there with the body of Geralden.
Hi.
Is he
Dead. Yeah.
okay?
In the final
Fast in
step
a great
of
battle.
the whole path.
He saved my life, though. He went down punching.
That does seem like something you would do.
And he'd have wanted you to have his gloves. I don't know, maybe have one each.
Have one each.
If
Thank
you are
you. Do you want us to do something with him? Did he leave instructions or?
look up and ask the wind.
Has in his everyone knows Growlton. He can hardly shut up at night talking about his future plans. So he must have told us what he wanted to do in case of his death.
No, he hadn't really thought that far.
Yeah, he just said carry on doing it with the monastery, you know?
He said,
He was
said,
real
"When I
proud
die,
of
just
you.
make sure that Cleve gets my mask."
Don't
Oh,
worry,
I would-
I've got a piece of paper that's signed in suspiciously red ink.
It's just got a bloody elephant
bloody
print.
hoof print.
Bloody trunk print on it.
I, Gradlan, sign away the rights to my mask to Cleve.
All
So
right.
it's my tradition to build funeral pyres, burn warriors to.
That seems like a good idea. We got a lot of lumber.
Oh wow, it's like got a lot of lumber. No,
They do
right.
have quite a lot of lumber after Lunk and Strength Training Co. have been pulling trees out. They have a shitload of lumber.
So, all right, me and my men will begin construction if you wish to help.
Please build a pyre and we'll prepare him for his send off.
Oh, I chuck him the 10 gold. Use this for the monastery.
Wipe yourself off of this.
Nobody
Okay.
cares.
So you like give them some cash. They're like very happy and thankful that they got this financial windfall in this time of sadness, and they vow to put it all towards the construction of the monastery and to carry on the teachings that Geralden founded. Okay, so that's our second party death. So we're gonna end here because this already went way longer than anticipated again. But so you guys have got meat, lots of meat, more than
Just-
enough meat.
As a side note, about what time is it?
8:30. Oh, you mean in game? Sorry, sorry, brain. I was like, hold up, that's like what? It's about 6 in the afternoon at the moment.
There's no way we'd get there and back before it was dark.
No. But you see, they are assembling a big old party to go out with torches. The remaining ale wagons and just a horde of people, pretty much like a good 40 people, are going to go out to go and help carve up the meat.
I'm not sure that's a great idea.
Would the Cleve All-Stars be able to help carry the body?
Who's Grolden's?
Yeah.
Sure, if they want to. Nerf.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And
Are
then
you guys gonna make a coffin? I thought you were just burning him.
well, did they just replace coffin with large elephant body? And then they're also going to perform a 21 flip salute.
Glorious.
What is absolute?
Okay.
They are each seven of them will try and do a triple backflip.
We will hold the Golden funeral next week where you can all say some words. So, Golden, you gonna roll a new character? Are you out of the race for Divinity? What is your plan of action?
No, I think I'll roll up a new character.
Okay. Shrimp, man! Abandoning your party like that. My dude.
I was just disengaging from the fight for a moment. I didn't expect everybody to, like, get bitten their asses off instantly. I came back quite as quickly as I could.
So
I was not out of the fight for even one turn, like one full turn.
where are those loaded dice at? We need to.
They're right over there. You can
Bring
see where
it.
they're at.
Bring them out for execution.
There they are.
Oh, look at that, a 20.
Oh yeah.
Hey man, tonight was one of those nights where the dice were just like, y'all need to die.
Yeah, no, Griff.
Basically,
the
the
reason-
DM is the dice.
See, they're
We
they're
could
trash when I roll them. Griff, roll them again.
Okay. This one I didn't use. This is one I used for the save for the big bad last time.
Great ones that's rolled a 20 so far.
No, he put all the 20 with him the first time he rolled them now.
Oh yeah, no. I was going to say the reason Shrimp retreated is because if I hadn't put my thought form arm, I would have been dead. I don't mean down. I
Agents
would
of
have
Bad-
made massive damage dead.
Oh yeah.
I think he
Okay.
swapped out the dice when we weren't looking.
Those loaded digital dice. Hey, these same dice also rolled fails on those saves as well tonight, so.
How convenient.
How convenient. Damn those laws of probability. Ooh, that's a good roll. Mind you, with a plus 10 attack bonus, you don't get all that high to hit.
Look at that. That's an 18.
28 to hit for
So-
those guys. Hmm.
I know a guy I work with. He's a Bible
Mhm.
thumper,
Hmm.
and he says that how the Bible mentions dragons, but not dinosaurs. He believes that when they talked about dragons, they were actually dinosaurs. Ergo, if we bathe our equipment in the blood of these dinosaurs, that's the same thing as dragons.
You can certainly try. I promise nothing, but you may certainly do that.
So you're saying there's a chance.
We'll need to do the ceremonial tearing up of Gralden's character sheet and burning his token now. So,
Remnant that was once Geralden.
I'm surprised you guys just rolled into the clearing like that.
I was
Well, they
kind of like,
started off
this is
as
not a
little-
smart idea.
If they had been huge from the beginning, we had already committed when you made them grow.
Oh, it's not like a change to their stats.
Isn't it?
Well, yeah, but it's not like you told us what their stats were. We went from raptors to T-Rexes.
They were never raptors. They were always at minimum of 4 squares. Hold up. Hold up.
They start off the same size as Squig.
But Squig is disproportionately large. Some might say he does roids.
And besides, you said thunder lizard. You mentioned nothing about teeth. Thunder lizard isn't a Apatosaurus, it's a herbivore.
I definitely mentioned teeth. Draenor did mention
You
teeth, as
said-
long as daggers.
You said thunder lizard.
Yes, and they're called thunder lizards because of the crack of the trees as they blumber through the forest, smashing everything in front of them.
Go and look. Dinosaurs, the one known as the thunder lizard was the Apatosaurus, which was a herbivore.
I
Go
don't
and look
make
it
the
up.
D&D lore. I just pulled
I
the stats. It's not my fault you brought your
too
meta. It's not my fault you brought your meta knowledge into the game and it wasn't the right meta knowledge. Just saying.
Mhm.
That was a Eric thunk and not a Brienne thunk.
What was the challenge rating on that fight?
Ah, not very high.
Most of that fight was just you getting shit ass lucky with crits.
Pretty much. They're challenge rating 8. They're not very high.
But there were 4 of them.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, they have AC 13. They've got very low mental stats. Like, to put in perspective, the AC 13, they've got minus charisma, they have 2 intelligence. Like 12 wisdom, 19 con, 27
Wait.
strength.
When I nuked that first one, how many hit points did it have left?
When it ran away, it had like 20 something.
No, my very first attack.
Oh,
When I
like
dumped everything into.
oh, they're on for like 30 plus damage or something.
Look at the grey dice.
They had 136 points of damage. 136 hit points. They're just big, very low AC, very easy to hit. Lots of hit points. Bitey boys. They don't do anything special.
Seems like-
That fight was higher than the entire daily budget of our party.
It should have been pretty much a cakewalk for you guys.
No, that was double lethal.
You had more than enough equipment and skills and special abilities and divine abilities to make it a cakewalk.
A deadly fight would be 2 of them.
Except they can't fly or cast spells.
Oh, sure.
or
But if
do
you're going
anything.
pure at speed,
Challenge rating goes out the window as soon as you pretty much hit like
What
level
we
5.
should have done is tried to like the sneak round, but we were overconfident.
Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. You guys could have
It's a
aced
pretty
that fight
fast-
with you guys could have aced that fight without taking any damage, like very easily. But y'all got a bit cocky. And the dinosaurs were like, bitey boy. Bitey.
So I mean, this is the first time we've killed big dinosaurs. That's kind of a milestone event.
Oh, you guys like fought the challenge rating for the temple fight was like triple this one. Like way higher than this.
oh yeah, but I actually used incineration on that fight, and that spell is quite literally broken.
Oh, I didn't even think about that when I designed the encounter originally. But no, I think this was a case of overconfidence. I think was the big killer here.
Oh yeah, but when I actually got into range, I already got bit. I mean, obviously there was something I could have done smarter, like wait for somebody else to get in range, wait for them to draw attention, and then start using that. But no, I mean, like legit, that spell is way too overpowered. It's a level 1 spell that basically is a better version of a level 4 spell.
I think it's fine. It's strong, but it's very swingy.
Yeah, oh no, don't get me wrong, it is, but it is still literally better than a level 4 spell. It's banishment, but better. I mean, outside of obviously banishment isn't designed to be, I use the spell to cause something to go a minute. You use it to banish things that aren't supposed to be on your plane, but still, it's insinuation, obviously designed more for that. It's still technically better than banishment but you can use banishment for.
Yeah, I know. The reason the encounter looks so scary is because of the adjusted XP value. Because you get a multiplier for every monster you have on the field. And I think for 3 to 6 monsters, it's times 2. So the XP for that fight was a deadly encounter. For normal characters, without divine feats and custom items and stuff.
Even without adjustment, it was higher than deadly.
What you're
Yeah, a little
saying
bit.
is we're level 9 now.
No, not quite. Not quite.
So I think we're going to be putting in an order for everybody else in the party to have adamantine versions of their armor made.
Like I say, you guys could have taken that fight pretty easy. It was just a case of, like I said, I think it was just a bit overconfidence.
I think it was
Like-
at 20s.
That too. The net 20s were definitely a big factor. But also,
There
this,
were
like,
a lot of them.
there was...
But
you
I
guys
mean,
can
you
do-
are. I mean, on one hand, yes, that you threw quite a lot of us. If you're going by pure, XP calculations, but like you say, they're just XP calculations. It doesn't take into account any of your gear and abilities. But yeah, we went in without a plan. Like, we just kind of threw ourselves in there, like, yeah, whatever. It's like, yeah. I kind of realized at the beginning, like, oh, this is not going to end well.
Killing stuff for food. What's the worst that could happen?
And that's also why I kind of ran away instantly.
Killing stuff for food.
because
This
I
is a
knew that
side
this
quest.
was
Exactly.
Killing stuff for food. They're called thunder lizards. What's the most dangerous thing we can hunt that your druids avoid?
I think we need to whoop little goblin's ass.
Why though? You specifically asked him for this stuff. Also, you owe him a favor for this now.
But we owe him a favor for the farm
Who
stuff.
owes the favour?
Wait.
Everyone or just me and Brienne? Because we are the ones doing the asking and the agreeing.
I don't know. It's up to you what you've discussed with your party members.
I mean, even if only you owe the favor, you'd probably drag us along anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Can the favor be we don't skin them?
Asgore, why would you do that? You chose this. I don't know why you would be so mad at the poor goblin for just being a goblin. It's a terrible, terrible thing to say.
He knows.
So, any ideas what kind of character you're gonna roll up, Matt?
Oh, I'm thinking about something.
Fighter. Champion fighter. I stabbed twice. I stabbed
Yes,
four
very
times.
tempting.
Life cleric.
Band-aid, band-aid, band-aid.
Dwarf cleric and heavy armor life cleric. Maximized healing all day, every day. Come at me, hoes. But yeah, no. Like I said, I think it was overconfidence. Was the crits didn't help. I did like what 5 crits, something like that.
There was at least
Yeah.
6.
Five
Maybe
or
3
six.
crits in one round.
Yeah.
Also,
it was-
one additional thing to note is, Mike, I kind of have built my character to rely on other things than actual raw damage. I don't have too much raw damage now that I'm looking at it. And I really rely on either taking advantage of the environment or preparation. And there was neither of those in that fight. So I was just kind of like, hey, I can do 20 damage. Yeah, take that. You only have like 136.
Like I said, overconfidence, man. It's a slow and insidious killer. Because they weren't initially hostile to you guys. They were just chilling, eating. They were just like, nom, nom, nom.
But they were our food.
Come here, food. Fight me.
I did consider trying to scare them off and just taking the stego, but
That's good.
that
idea.
wouldn't have been as fun.
And look what your careless hands have wrought. A dead Gralden. A dead
And the
Gralden.
dead squig.
Well, Squig can come back. He's not... Squig is replaceable. He's not like an issue. Squig is just like a summon from the Celestial Realm, I believe. Or Fiendish Realm, or wherever. I don't actually know where giant hyena creatures go.
From the Squid Realm.
From the Squig Realm.
Squad.
From Mort Realm.
It's squigs all the way down.
Yeah, the crits were definitely an issue, but like I say, yeah, I think it was just overconfidence was the big thing. Because can you imagine had most people been flying at the start of the encounter and just hammering him with range damage?
One of the reasons I didn't fly is because, thunder lizards, or expecting them to do some kind of bullshit like be able to shoot lightning out of their mouths. So I thought it was kind of redundant to fly anyway.
Oh, yeah. Wow, that meta knowledge really, screwed everybody over, didn't it?
I mean, I don't tend not to fly immediately anyway. I usually
I'm
do.
just saying, it's interesting how...
Plus, I already hasted somebody.
Yeah,
and
I'm
I
just saying,
wanted-
it's interesting
I
how
wanted to be able to use my... Oh yeah, sure.
It's just interesting, like with Brienne as well, with like the stone hammer to conduct electricity and everything, and like ahead of time.
I
It's like,
I don't think shrimp thinking something being called Thunder Lizard is really meta. And him
Oh,
thinking
no.
it shoots lightning.
it's
He's
not
fought dragons at this point. Him hearing something being called a Thunder Lizard, it's pretty natural for him to expect it to breathe lightning.
The small town yokels, man. I remember it's the same as
It wasn't
saw
a small
Lunk
town.
initially.
It was a well-versed goblin.
Well-versed hermit as goblin, yes.
Also, I
Totally
wasn't there
the civilian book.
question from Goblin as to what the hell are Thunder Lizards. So I'm just like, oh, we're gonna go on Thunder Lizards? Okay, let's go, boys. I was
Boys.
busy.
Why are you destroying everything with Gralden?
Crowden is taking revenge.
Gralden, why?
I will have my revenge.
Jesus Christ. Oh, there goes the DM stuff. Gralden vengeance. Gralden's like, you assholes, I told you to plan ahead of time. Whee!
Well, to be fair, he did run in first.
Yeah, he
I
did
mean,
running first.
yes. To be fair, I have a character can do one thing, and that's quite literally punch things.
While we may actually have thoughts of planning, and then
Well, no one was
Proud.
like, no, Jordan, don't do it.
Oh, well.
Oh, I just
Would-
realized
would-
that
the
the
question is,
peasants.
would Gralden have listened if we had said no, don't do it?
Oh well, Gralden is not just running, in the
He's not a
past.
corn berserker.
The thing is,
What?
would he though really have stopped running? Would he?
Yeah, but did
I
you guys
think
plan for everything else we've done?
we may have made a mistake giving the peasants the gloves. Because now, if they punch something 10 times, they're going to cast a fireball inside the town.
The DM won't let that happen.
If
He's
only
not
any of us knew how they work.
It's
If
true.
only
Oh,
you guys knew how
he's
they
never
work.
actually-
Yes.
Has he made a fireball yet?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, in the temple fight,
Multiple
huh?
times in the temple fight. This looks like an explosion in the girder factory. Screw it, since you guys are all getting in on it. Can I even pick these up? Oh, I can't pick up anything. They're locked. Or just not working anymore. I'm sad now. My dice are no longer capable of being moved. But yeah, that fight rapidly went south, not gonna lie. Why can't I pick up any of my dice?
Maybe they'd be locked.
You're banned from rolling after that shit you did today.
Since the poor man has had like no luck with these poor boss monsters, just getting absolutely wrecked every time. Why are there Minecraft people floating around made of chocolate? Chocolate.
Okay.
Man, so now there's
Sure.
Then there were 4.
and then there were 4
So they weigh 4,000 pounds apiece.
kilos.
I'm using real people weight.
Yeah, he said 4 tons, which is not the American ton. 4,000 kilos.